Again, the talkback mic is open all show long and even post show if you want. If you have a question for the team over here, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, you could go ahead and hit that talkback mic. It's on the free iHeartRadio app. If you're listening there, you get to leave us a voicemail that we can turn around and play on the air immediately. So if you have any questions, suggestions, concerns, love the show, hate the show, we'd love to hear from you. We don't care what you say. We'll just play it.
Right. A gentleman named Chad on Instagram. I got a message yesterday saying that Chad is whatever, mentioned you in a comment. And I clicked on it and it went to my messages. And there was about 15 in there, Chad. I'm sorry. I hadn't seen any of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. We're asked.
Thanks for bringing that up.
It's been for like the past year. I felt really bad. I've never responded to anything.
We're spread real thin here. So there are times where people will be in my Instagram DMs or my Facebook DMs, or they'll message me on Twitter or, TikTok occasionally. And yeah, I think we probably all, each of us individually owe listeners, followers, subscribers in some cases, an apology, because not only are we trying to keep up with the 5 or 6 different social media apps, we're also hosting 2 radio shows here. So we're doing 7 hours of radio every day. We're here in the morning, San Diego Sports 760 from 6 to 9 a.m. And then we do the afternoon drive show on the classic rock station 101.5 KGB. So we apologize. We're trying to get to as many messages as possible, which is why if you do have a message for us, the best way to do it is live in show on that talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app. It is the best, easiest way to reach us. We have the little dashboard up in Fletch's office over there in his studio, so he can see them as they come in. We'll play them immediately. Speaking of playing immediately, the Padres on getaway day in extra innings get a 6-4 win, hop on a flight, fly home. They get one night's sleep in their own beds, and then it's off to the races against the Yankees. Yu Darvish on the mound to start this series against the visiting Yanks. So the Padres win the series, take 3 out of 4 from the Braves before heading out to Cincinnati, dropping the first game and then winning the final 2. They're on a series win streak now, which does not historically this season bode well for them going into this Yankees series.
No, it does not. Not quite a win streak, a series win streak. Yeah, they got 2 series wins in a row, but it feels like a series win streak because there was a longer series in there, a 4-game series, which I'm taking 3 out of 4 is pretty nice.
Yeah. I guess you're right. They've only won 2 series in a row,
right.
So
But
it's a series.
5 of the last 6 series.
Yeah.
There was just that Rockies one in the middle that is kind of the
when
big red mark.
3
Also,
straight against the Rockies, that's a palate ruiner.
But what is it now? 17-10 on the road? Like, that's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
17-10 on the road is serious numbers for any baseball team across Major League Baseball. But again, it comes with a little asterisk of, 10-16 at home, which is inexplicable.
They're going to change that this weekend.
Yeah.
Damn right.
You're right.
Like, who are they playing this weekend?
I can't remember. Some team I've never heard of. They may be a minor league team.
They wear these weird jerseys that have pinstripes on them.
Oh, crap.
Pinstripes.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I didn't even mean to do that.
You're wearing pinstripes today.
Not on purpose. The Padres do too.
So
Benedict Arnold.
The Padres are playing against the visiting New York Yankees.
Et tu, Brute.
And Fletch decides to wear a Corona Premier jersey that is in the Yankees color.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Pinstripe.
You're wearing the hat, which is a really nice hat, the Brixton hat that TD bought for you on your birthday. It's also Yankees colors.
Wait, no, it's not.
It's blue and white.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't think about that.
I just thought, douchey shirt. Let's put it on.
Douchey shirt.
Kind of how I go through my thought process in the morning.
Well,
is that how you get dressed?
Really?
Sometimes, especially Fridays.
I get dressed in the dark, and a lot of times when I walk out of the house, I rarely do I do this, actually. I should say, so rarely I'll walk out of the house and I'll be like, nope. The porch light was the first time I could see this, and that's a negatory. Got to go take this shirt off because it doesn't fit.
You got a Buc-ee's shirt on, man. It's red, white, and blue.
Dude,
I mean, that's all American.
Memorial Day weekend, speaking of which, we get to celebrate the troops who have passed, who have made the ultimate sacrifice for this country. And by the way, that's deep in the past. So, I mean, I mean, our forefathers, those who fought the British all the way up until our most recent battles overseas or at home. I mean, we've lost lives, obviously, during tragic attacks in the past 20 years. So there's a lot to celebrate in terms of the courageous sacrifice that our members of the military have made over the course of time since we've been a country. Red, white, and blue on the t-shirt. And also we're going to celebrate a different way. We're all going to make a military themed drink this morning to celebrate as we head into the unofficial start of the summer, right? Every year, May comes around, end of May, Memorial Day. Like this feels like this is how you kick off a summer. We're going to kick it off right here on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. Tony Contra will not be in studio with us, by the way, owner operator of Keg and Bottle. You hear his voice every Friday. He's celebrating his son Gabriel's graduation.
Yeah, he'll be here in spirit though.
Oh yeah,
we got the logo up behind us, Keg and Bottle. Everything that we're using today, you can pick up at Keg and Bottle like we did.
I went to Tierra Sansa location yesterday. That location's awesome,
dude. I feel the same way.
It's right next to a Dairy Queen. It's like
it is. I never noticed the Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen's like on the corner of the parking lot, in between the Keg and Bottle and like a weird outdoor fitness class thing.
Yeah.
There is a Dairy Queen right there. But
what was the outdoor fitness class happening when you rolled in?
Oh yeah, they were going.
Yeah, because the same thing when I went by there last time. There was an outdoor fitness class going. I just parked and watched them for a while.
It's here.
That's not creepy at all.
No,
in fact,
no.
I think most of the people who are patronizing the Keg and Bottle, they're also going to do that very same thing.
Once in a while, I'd flash my headlights, just be like, "Hey,
hey, nice burpee, nice set of burpees there." You flash your headlights, you roll down the window, you can kind of give them one of those like, run faster. Yeah.
I usually just say, nerds.
Wow. You have manual windows, I noticed.
Yeah. I crank them. It's a Ford Ranger. No, I'm kidding. I drive
with the jumper seats.
The jumper seat, which was my seat until I grew like a St. Bernard and could not fit behind the driver's seat anymore.
I always wanted a jumper seat. I never had the extended cab. I
always wanted a Ford Ranger.
Yeah. Well, now you got a Tacoma, man.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
You got that Tacoma.
You upgraded, pal.
So what do we think about this series for the Padres? It's going to be dicey. I went through the regular season, or I should say the weekend schedule in Major League Baseball. This is the biggest matchup. Now you say, oh, well, the Yankees are good and the Padres are mediocre. Sure. But as we mentioned,
pick the day.
Yeah. The Padres are good right now. They're Jekyll and Hyde. They are bad sometimes and real bad. We just mentioned the Rockies series. They were awful, and they were awful against an awful team. Now, they
made an awful team look pretty damn good, actually.
Well, and same with the Rangers, who won the whole thing last year. You know, they got swept by the Rockies right before the Padres did. So good teams sometimes can lose to bad teams, or bad teams sometimes can beat better teams. So nothing's off the table this week. And the problem is the trends show you as soon as you start believing in the Padres, as soon as they tick a game over 500, which is exactly where they're at right now, that's when they start doing that whole Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Which is why I'm hesitant to jump on board, because there's other trends happening right now with the Padres that are actually really freaking positive. Like yesterday was the first time the bullpen had a rough day in a long, long time. Like they had a huge scoreless inning streak going before yesterday's game. Also, if you haven't noticed over the last week, Manny Machado's starting to hit the baseball a little bit, and it feels like he's gearing up for one of those runs where for a month or 2 months, he's the best hitter in Major League Baseball.
Sweet.
It feels like we're heading that direction, but I don't want to go there yet. Like, I don't want to say it out loud. And then Luis Arraez is downright historic since he's been a Padre. That's back-to-back 4-hit games. That doesn't happen like anywhere across baseball.
Didn't he have hits back-to-back innings? Did they roll through I think they rolled through the lineup on one inning. They went back to back.
Wouldn't surprise me. The dude's on base every time I look at the Padres game. And then also 8 games in a row, multi-hit game hitting streak for Luis Arraez. Like that also just doesn't happen. You look at the Major League record books, I think it's 14. It was some stupid record. But to localize it a little bit, and I heard John Schaefer talking about this yesterday on John and Jim, Tony Gwynn's career record for multi-hit games is 8. Luis Arraez just did that with the Padres. Not saying that it's anything wild, but anytime you can be mentioned in the same breath as Tony Gwynn, it's a special accomplishment.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives with the Padres. There's also a lot of negatives, and it's split about 50-50, and so is their record. So, I mean, you could make a case of this is going to be a great Padres team playing against the Yankees this weekend. You could make the case that this is going to be the Padres team that falls apart. it's about 50-50. They're 27-26. They're one tick over 500. This weekend goes by. They take 1 out of 3. They're back to 500. And that's kind of what I feel like I'm going to see. And that's not what I'm hoping to see. Crossing my fingers that we see this Padre team light up. We see Manny Machado all of a sudden start coming out and just mashing the ball. It's just in my gut. It feels like they're going to get 1 out of 3 here on the homestand. They're back to 500 again.
So Manny Machado over the last 30 games, his slash line has been absolutely abysmal. 217, 248 on base percentage, 300 slugging. And you're right, Fletch, over the past 7 games, 276 average, 300 on base percentage, not great. It's well off of his career numbers,
but it's starting to climb.
Yeah, slugging 448. So, I mean, it's heading all in the right direction over the past 7 games, right? Smaller sample size over the most recent, it's trending upward. And that's what you need from Manny Machado is as the weather starts to heat up, so does his bat. As we get closer to the All-Star break, he starts playing closer to an All-Star caliber third baseman or designated hitter, depending on where he's showing up on the lineup on any given day. Manny Machado is going to be a linchpin for the San Diego Padres' success because A, he's eating up a tremendous amount of the salary available for the Padres to spend on any player. B, he's Manny freaking Machado. He's supposed to be a leader. He's supposed to be a leader on the stat sheet, but he's also supposed to be a leader for the clubhouse. And I don't know if it's really panned out where one of those things has worked out as well as the Padres have hoped, again, historically and over the short run here. But certainly in terms of his acumen as a player, last year felt like an aberration. Last year felt like a down season for a really good hitter. So he needs to have a good season. Hopefully he's turning it on.
Yeah, Manny Machado, beyond the paycheck, is the self-esteem meter of this team. So if Manny Machado is on a high, he's feeling good, he's hitting good, he's happy, the team will be happy. And hopefully the team follows along because that's what happens, right? All boats rise with the tide. And to have him come out and be that leader would be huge with this Padres team, especially about right now. Right now would be a great time to start mashing the throttle.
It'd be a great time to buck the trend at home, right? And change things around a little bit and give the home crowd in San Diego at Petco Park a little bit of a show and win a couple night games against a really good Yankees team. I'd say another huge positive. Last night, Fernando comes up clutch. Fernando has really struggled. You cannot say the same thing about Fernando as you could say about Manny, where he's heating up over the last 7. Like, Fernando's been bad. Kevin Acey had a stat in his article about all the times Luis Arraez has been on base since he's been a Padre. And I think it's 30, maybe more. And Fernando Tatis, who's hitting behind Luis Arraez, has only gotten a hit in like 6 of those appearances. So it's just been tough. But Fernando last night comes through in the clutch, hits that double in the 10th inning, and you feel like, oh, well, if Fernando can get that spark, and in big moments, that's when Fernando's at his best, or at least he has been throughout his career. If he can get that spark and provide some more for the Padres here, and coming up maybe this weekend, I don't know, get off that 8 number, which he's been stuck at with home runs for a long time, it could be huge for the Padres.
It could be huge. And Spark is right, because that's all it was. This has been pretty cold streak for Fernando Tatis Jr. over the course of this season. He's been bad, downright bad. He's well off his career numbers recently, or through the stretch of the season. It's been bad. So that's what it felt like. You know, it was a little spark. It was a little spark in the dark.
Hey, but what starts wildfires?
Yeah, it can be. I don't know. I hope so. I hope you're right. It was his only hit of the game. It was the most important hit of the game, but it was his only hit.
And as good as like Manny Machado can be, as good as any of these players can be, right? It's different when Fernando's good. When Fernando's on a heater, it's different from almost anyone in baseball. Like, the only person I can even come close to comparing him to is the guy we saw this weekend or this past week in Ellie De La Cruz, who just brings that extra level of fun to the game. And I don't know where Fernando has been for the first couple months of this season, but it hasn't looked like Fernando Tatis Jr.
The sad truth is, since the performance-enhancing drug ban, Fernando Tatis Jr. has not been the same player. I hope these are unrelated. I hope that this isn't because who he was prior to the ban was somebody that was artificially made or being kept to a certain standard through means that aren't legal in Major League Baseball. I hope that he is naturally a great player, and maybe some of the mental strife that he experienced being suspended from the team during arguably one of the most successful seasons the Padres have ever had, he was sidelined for because he was busted for performance-enhancing drugs. Maybe that had a bigger mental impact on him than we know, and he's still recovering from that. And hopefully he does soon, because my sincere hope is they didn't give over $300 million to a guy who got that contract through illicit devices. Coming up on the show, we got to get to a star athlete charges are not being dropped against. And also, Major League Baseball is tinkering with the rules.
Beep. What's going to be halftime? Hey, Fletch, we don't hear any of the halftime music.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I don't. I'm in 2.
Lap.
That wasn't my fault. I blame the afternoon team.
Lap.
Okay, sorry.
You're so confident about it too. You're like,
I
oh,
was
Fletch
nervous.
is stupid. He messed something up.
I was nervous.
Well, the Padres did win yesterday in extra innings. Fernando Tatis Jr., the hero, as he hits a double to make the score, or to give the run, and then Campusano came in. A lot of runs happened in the 10th inning for the Padres. Doesn't matter. Luis Arraez notching another 4-hit game. That's back-to-back 4-hit games. That's also 8 games in a row with multiple hits for Luis Arraez. He's up to 341 on the year, hitting 417 as a Padre. Luis Arraez has been fantastic since he's put on the Padres uniform. They got 3 against the Yankees this weekend, starting today. If you're looking for a spot to watch some baseball, maybe some WNBA when you enter your prize picks, get on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith will be there from noon to 3. John and Jim 3 to 6. Excellent barbecue on Fridays at the Naughty Barrel, by the way. They got the smoker going in the back. It's awesome. Celtics take a 2-0 series lead last night with a dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers. Not a fun game to watch. The series heads to Indiana for the first time this weekend with the Pacers desperate for a win. And boys, Rich, you made me panic a little bit when you said that we're doing military-themed drinks, because I don't know that mine's a military-themed drink. It just has Coors Light in it.
Oh, boy.
What?
Well, you missed a lot of the conversation that we had with you yesterday.
I was there for all that, but then when we were texting back and forth about what we were going to make, I said mine, and you guys were like, oh, that's a great idea.
I forget what you said. Wait, what are you making?
I'm making a beer mosa. But you guys both approved of it on the text thread that we had.
I guess Coors.
Coors
is American.
Well, it's the unofficial start of the summer, Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. So trust me, you're going to help out people listening. You have such a love affair with Coors Light, though, that it almost, man, this is a military beer mosa. That's why I'm making it, man.
Cool. I'll go with that.
Okay. So, all right.
But I know, like, because we had the conversation of maybe making like red, white, and blue shots and stuff. And then afterwards, I think when we were over at the KGB studios, we talked about doing like beer stuff because America, beer.
Okay.
And I said beer mosa. And you guys were like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Beer mosa sound good all the time. They sound good all the time.
I've never had a beer mosa in my life.
I actually can't remember if I've had a Coors Light or really any beer mosa for that matter. So,
I've never made one, but I've had one at the golf course and it was great. And I'm just going to do exactly what I saw the cart girl make.
You just reminded me. That's where I had it. I had it at a golf course with you, but we were already 3 sheets to the wind, so I have no idea what it tasted like.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Sweet.
There's no way for me. Well, so anyways, so you are such a Coors Light fan. The other thing we were talking about on the afternoon show over at 101.5 KGB was the fact that you think you can pick Coors Light out of a lineup. Like if we gave you a bunch of light beers, like you could find the Coors Light
blindfolded.
I sure hope I can. Otherwise, a big part of my personality is out the window.
Yeah, because you love Coors Light.
I love Coors Light. It's like my favorite
What
thing
happens
in this world.
if you can't?
Hold on. If you can't, do you pick your favorite of the lineup and that becomes your new beer?
No, I'm still a Coors Light boy.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. I won't do it. I won't do it.
No. We're not only okay.
Today has zero impact on the rest of my life.
Hang on.
No.
So we're gonna save this for Memorial Day. Okay. So on Memorial Day, because by the way, a lot of shows go dark during Memorial Day.
Not us.
Not Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on 101.5 KGB.
Well, we get the morning off.
Yeah, we get the morning off, but we're going to be on the radio from 3 to 7 p.m. And during that show, you are going to do a light beer blindfold, and you're going to tell us not only which one you think is the Coors Light, which I'm assuming you're going to pick as your favorite, but you have to rank them. Can you imagine if Coors Light, like if we give them 4 light beers, it gets last?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you know what? You're wearing a Corona jersey. Maybe Corona Light becomes your new favorite.
I do like a Corona Premier. They're very tasty.
Well, it's not going to be a Premier.
And they're like
light.
I think only 90 calories
Light
in those.
beer showdown.
So I also not only love Coors Light, but I outwardly speak negatively about the other beers.
Yeah.
Okay.
If one of those is the one that I pick,
that's on you, pal. That's on
I'm
you.
telling you, like a big portion of my personality and credibility gets thrown out the window. I did not. This was your idea.
What he said. A big part of my personality is credibility.
No, and credibility.
Okay.
Personality and credibility.
Okay.
There is zero part of my personality that is credibility. I'm an idiot.
Wow.
We love you, though.
Wow.
Okay, so check this out. Major League Baseball says that robot home plate umpires unlikely for 2025. So we were hearing that this was going to happen next season. So here's from Commissioner Rob Manfred at a news conference following the owners' meetings. I didn't even know owners' meetings were happening in baseball, but
like
they are.
Bud Light of commissioners.
That could be your new favorite.
That could be your new favorite. Don't talk too much trash.
Yeah.
Also, if Bud Light's the sponsor, that was Ben Fletcher. That was
exactly.
That was not TD or Big Rich.
Right.
That's fine. Coors Light is my sponsor, even though they don't pay me.
We could use a beer sponsor.
Yeah, Coors Light.
This show, I mean, absolutely. Okay, anyway, so he goes, so Rob Manfred goes, we still have some technical issues. We haven't made as much progress in the minor leagues this year as we sort of hoped at this point. I think it's becoming more and more likely that this will not be going in 25. MLB has experimented with the automated ball strike system in the minor league since 2019. It's being used at all AAA ballparks this year for a second straight season. The robot alone for the first 3 games of each series and a human with a challenge system in the final 3. So look, I like the innovation, but like everything in Major League Baseball, it feels like most innovation occurs at a snail's pace. Meanwhile, the NFL, they're like, hey, y'all want to do a new kickoff? And everybody goes, do we really need to change it? And they go, nah, but we're just going to do it. Yeah, and then next year you have a brand new kickoff, and they change things constantly.
This is garbage, Rob Manfred. Garbage. You know what the real story is? The umpires don't want robots to make the calls because guess what? You watch any, and I mean any baseball broadcast on any television channel, and in real time, immediately, the camera tells me where that ball was.
Yes.
Everybody sitting at home is a better umpire than any umpire on the field.
1,000%. This is garbage. This is absolute garbage.
So
you're just lying. This is bull honky. What the frig?
What the frick indeed?
Son of Bob.
You know what? He's a real D-head. Here's the deal. I look at Rob Manfred as the same way I look at Roger Goodell, the same way I look at Adam Silver, whether we're talking about MLB, NFL, or NBA. These commissioners, they are the bulletproof glass in front of the 30 owners in the NBA, or I should say governors, or the 30 owners in MLB, or the 32 owners in NFL. It's Operation Human Shield. Yes, you're absolutely right, TD. The umpire union is pissed.
Yeah.
And they don't want umpires to be replaced by robots. So they're throwing a hissy fit over this behind the scenes. And there's a lot of money being discussed behind the scenes. That's the story. The story isn't, the technology's a little iffy. It's like, no, this has been available since like the 90s.
Right.
So we're good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's cameras that can follow a golf ball for 350 yards traveling at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
give me a break.
tennis since the early 2000s have had the little 3D rendering of the balls. Like that's how they decide in and out.
This is just
stupid.
Dumb. It's dumb.
Speaking of dumb, Rich, I'm mad at you.
What?
It didn't work last night.
I know. Diana
and it was so close, man.
Diana Taurasi screwed you too, didn't she?
Yeah, I had her less than 4 points in the fourth quarter, and she had, less than 3.5, and she had 4 points. I also had Shakira Austin's less than 3 point or 2.5 points, and she had 3.
Never pick less on Shakira.
I know it was a mistake. So Rich, I think the theory's out. It's no longer good. We had a good stretch.
I told you it was a whisper that you had to take less than points scored.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I
heard you talking in the hallways yesterday.
Someone else brought it up yesterday, but that's a bad example because other than that, I have been telling everybody.
I said I'm embarrassed to admit it, and then Fletch goes, "Well, Rich told me to do this. I'm just gonna open my window,"
and it works.
It does work most of the time.
Not last night.
So points scored second half WNBA games. If you take the less than on those stat totals, for the majority of the lineups that I've submitted on Prize Picks, I've hit on. And I'm firing away. You saw me the other night. I had 3 of them going. I won them all. It was a $180 windfall that night. So look, if you haven't downloaded the Prize Picks app yet, and you haven't been playing along with the NBA postseason or the Major League Baseball season, which is starting to heat up right now, or WNBA second half point scores, well, then you're really behind, because 5 million North American users are activated on this app.
In the words of Anthony Edwards, bring your ass to Prize Picks and use promo code DOGS. When you do, you're going to get a first deposit match up to $100. And I got to tell you, in June, it is one of the most historic months of MMA fighting in history. It's one of the best months. Conor McGregor is on there. Sean Strickland's on there. It is going to be an excellent month of fighting, and Prize Picks and MMA go hand in hand, man. That's how I have so much fun playing on the Prize Picks app, is you can sit down on a Saturday when you clear your schedule, you got nothing to do. It's just you, Prize Picks, UFC, and it's awesome. And I've done that plenty of times, and I can't wait for June, because I'm going to be doing it all over the place. But it's the #1 app on the continent for a reason, and that reason is quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, easy to use. All you're doing is picking more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you're not playing against sharks or other players. You're playing against the numbers. It's just you and numbers.
Yeah, I love it so much. This playoff season, the star players mean more on Prize Picks. Keep an eye out for starred players. Very easy to find them. They literally have stars on them. And when they're on your board, you could receive a 10% payout boost if they're in your winning lineup. So look for those stars. A lot of times it is the stars. You just mentioned Anthony Edwards. He's been a star many times through the playoffs. It could be Jaylen Brown, who went off for 40 points against the Pacers last night in another Boston Celtics win.
And today is Flex Friday, meaning you are going to get a protected entry when you submit your lineup today. So get on over to the Prize Picks app, download it, use promo code DOGS, get that first deposit match up to $100, and start playing. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. Rich.
You bet.
It's that easy.
Okay.
This update is presented by Sid's Carpet Barn. We will start off with the Padres, who win in extra innings yesterday in Cincinnati 6-4. They finished the road trip at 5-2. Fernando Tatis Jr. played hero yesterday with his RBI double in the 10th inning to take the lead. Luis Arraez notching another 4-hit game. His batting average soars to .341 on the year. No days off for the Pods. They're back home today, taking on the Yankees for a 3-game series at Petco Park. If you're looking for a spot to watch the game or watch some other sports action tonight, head on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith will be there noon to 3. John and Jim 3 to 6. The Celtics take a 2-0 series lead yesterday with a dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers. Jaylen Brown dropping 40 in the win for the Celtics. The series is going to head to Indiana for the first time this weekend with the Pacers desperate for a win. For over 70 years, San Diegans have trusted Sid's Carpet Barn for all their floor covering needs. At Sid's, you'll always find great service, low everyday prices, and the largest selection of carpet, wood, laminate, and tile flooring with immediate installation too. Visit Sid's Carpet Barn or sidscarpet.com.
Oh, God. Come on. There it is. Big Rich CD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760 on a bar cart Friday. Yeah! Brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. We are doing it on our own. You need a drink in your hand, Fletch?
I'm thinking it might be time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 5 or 6 cold cures right there in the
I got one back here.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's already got one back there. How about that? Hey, coming up on Friday, May 31st, Jordan Davis is bringing his Damn Good Time Tour to Gallagher Square at Petco Park. Tickets and info at Ticketmaster.com, or just keep listening for your chance to win. Tony Kanja out today as he is celebrating the graduation of his son Gabriel. So we have been left to our own devices. We're all going to be making military-themed drinks as Richie hands me an ice cold Coors. Look at that. Fletch bringing out one as well. He's also got the Kettle One vodka sitting right on top. But,
Wait, shoot. How much vodka did you bring? A whole bottle?
It's like a half bottle.
Okay.
You need vodka too?
Yeah.
What?
I just realized I didn't bring any.
So
Damn it.
So I picked a recipe. Did you pick a recipe you've never made before?
Yeah.
Okay, same. And I'm like,
and
okay.
by the way, I'm tinkering with it. Like I found a recipe I like, but I'm doing something different. Actually, we should talk about it. What are you making?
I'm making what's called the bald eagle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. But so I pull up the recipe for the bald eagle, and I think, well, I can make that. And that sounds all right. And then as I'm doing it, it's supposed to be a martini. Bald Eagle martini.
And Richie loves a martini.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the recipe. I'm like, this is a margarita. This is not a martini.
Oh,
it's tequila and fresh squeezed juice.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's not.
It's like a tequila martini.
Well, I mean, I don't know what about this makes it a martini other than it says serve it in a martini glass.
There you go. That's the one.
Margarita?
Because guess what? Espresso martinis aren't martinis either.
Well, yeah,
it's
true.
just espresso and vodka.
Well, this
and
is
a little cream.
This is the bald eagle, and that's all American,
so
baby.
For mine, I apologize in advance. It might suck, because I looked at recipes for different beer mosas and everything, and I'm not doing any of the recipes. I'm literally doing what a cart girl served me on the first hole of a golf course in Arizona that I was on my bachelor party for that I really liked, and it was beer, orange juice, and vodka. Get ready,
like a real American.
Dude, I'll tell you what, that does sound great.
Yeah.
It does sound super refreshing, and I know I've had one with Fletch. I just can't remember what it tastes like because we were so bombed on the golf course.
I don't even remember having one with you.
You ordered it.
Probably. If it was the long ball invitational, I was done by about whole 9.
Wait, you guys sure it was that day?
Wait, I was at the long ball invitational. Why did I get a drink?
We were in a cart together.
You took several holes off where you were literally just driving in a circle laughing with Caleb Dale, your son, who became your...
I don't remember taking holes off.
Several.
I did.
And then at one point you dropped trout because you were wearing the onesie underneath your clothing.
Yeah. I do remember that.
And that was a different day.
What?
We won.
Oh, we were wearing the onesies when we took Zazosaurus Rex, who's having all the sex out.
That's right.
I thought we were wearing it. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
There's so many days.
The Hardwood and Balls Classic was tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, I do remember getting to about a hole 12 or 13.
We didn't even play golf at the Hardwood and Balls Classic.
No, not that. That's what I didn't mean to
Long
say
ball
that.
invitational?
Long ball invitational.
Yeah.
I just mistakenly said the wrong thing. Like I do.
We are
like
really,
one does.
We are really struggling.
You know, maybe Jim Russell was right. Maybe we are just a bunch of drunks.
You might have really nailed it.
Which, by the way, he took time off here for his wedding. Congratulations! And I see him; he's out playing golf.
Oh, dude, yeah. He went to Torrey
in
Pines.
town.
You guys want to know something that might hurt your feelings?
What's that?
We're the only show that didn't get invited to his wedding.
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
John's officiating it.
Yeah.
Darren and Marty are going.
Yeah.
I don't know about J-Riff.
We didn't even get an invite.
We didn't even get an invite.
Well, I know I didn't, but I was a show.
I didn't either. I'm not sending a gift.
Well, wait, you know what we should do is wrap up that bacon toaster.
Oh my God, yes. Let's wrap up something we find. Like, let's wrap up a stool and be like, this is for you, Jim. Happy wedding day.
So we invite Jim to like a special golf outing at Torrey
Oh,
Pines.
yeah.
And he doesn't invite us to his wedding.
No.
That's unbelievable.
Well, listen, this is the reason why we say it, and we'll continue to say it, consistently say it. Jim Russell is the worst of all time.
Right.
He's always been, he always will be. So congratulations to his wife, Emily.
Aaron?
I've never met her.
90% sure on that. I have met her.
Wait,
she's really sweet.
Didn't you meet her at the one of the Padres?
She's
deals?
way too good for Jim. That's what I know.
Oh yeah, I think I did meet her.
One of the broadcasts at Nova Nova Cane.
Novo Brazil.
That's the one.
Trust me, she's awesome. Jim sucks though.
Yeah, really. I mean, God, congratulations to Jim for locking her down.
Can't wait to see pictures.
It's gonna be super cool.
And guess what, gang? We're not going to be in any of them.
Hold on. Do we know the location of the wedding?
Oh my gosh, we can crash the wedding.
We just crashed the wedding.
Like if we just I don't know, hold Darren down and maybe do the Chinese water torture on him.
I think if we just asked Darren, he'd probably tell us.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to torture him at all.
No,
in fact, Darren would probably encourage us to crash his wedding.
We should crash the wedding. I mean, I don't know why
full tuxedo, top hats, canes.
I'm down.
Yeah, we'll roll in on a carriage.
You can all just ride on me.
Yeah,
on my scooter.
Oh, yeah, you ride it. That's right.
Or you pull the carriage. It's me and CD and top hats. It's just a rickshaw.
When you guys were looking up military theme, well, sorry, Rich, when you were looking up military themed drinks, did you find that a lot of them had things in it that you've never heard of before?
Yeah. So this is what I did. So I took drinks that I knew and I sort of combined them, and I'm calling it. So my drink is going to be called the Military Mule.
Okay.
So
all right.
Normally it's a Moscow Mule. And I'm like, screw you, Russia.
Yes.
I'm taking the mule back from you. I'm not using the copper tins or whatever you put that cup. Screw you, Russia. And then I was thinking,
those are fun though.
What am I going to do? How am I going to make this more military?
You know what's really bad for you if you drink out of those?
If you drink out of a copper,
yeah, I saw some video on TikTok. Who knows if it's real? But I guess
it's not real.
If you have 25 of them in one night, it could kill you. But I was like, would the alcohol kill you before the copper kills you?
What are we talking about?
I'm just telling you. I saw a video.
Your house, and unless it's newer, has copper pipes.
Yeah.
It's like all the water in your home.
Why do the newer ones not have copper pipes?
Because it's so much less expensive.
Yeah, they use PVC now, or that PEX, or what is it called?
Yeah, Apex
Plum.
Right.
Anyways, I saw a video. Just saying.
And
she was hot.
You and Haley. Oh, okay. Wait, was it Blue Chew?
No. Those videos are funny. Look at my hand. I'm holding Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Why was there? I didn't even see what was in her hand.
Right.
So a military mule. So we're taking the mule back from Moscow. And then I was thinking, how could I make this more American? Well, we put those damn kamikazes on ice during World War II, didn't we, boys?
Yeah, we did.
The greatest generation.
That's right.
Defeated the Japanese.
Yep.
The Germans.
The mighty Midway.
The axis of power. We took them down. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a kamikaze on ice, add a little ginger beer, the military mule, y'all.
Wow.
That's how it's done, America.
How about that?
And it's super easy to make. It's basically lime, orange, little vodka, a little bit of ginger beer, and you're rocking and rolling.
The one drink that kept popping up when I was looking up was called a sidecar.
Oh, nice.
And it had a couple items where I'm like, don't know where to get that at 10 o'clock at night. So.
Yeah. So
Jared sounds the location, keg and bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. We teased it. We should probably pay it off a little bit here. Scotty Scheffler, the charges aren't getting dropped against him.
Did you guys see the video? The new video released?
Yeah.
This seems dumb.
Yeah.
He did not drag a cop.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
No. No, he did not. Now the cop did have to.
How did those $80 pants get ruined? That's all I want to know, because he didn't hit the ground at all.
The in the video, the cop never hits the ground.
Not that I saw.
Because there was eyewitness account that the cop did trip over a curb, like as he was chasing after the vehicle. I did not see the video at all, but I've read several articles here. By the way, the cop apparently has a past of misconduct. One of them is taking a patrol car out and just doing donuts in a parking lot.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
I know. I thought
I was gonna say
it might be me.
My reaction to it was like, I hate that. I like this cop now.
Right? Yeah. Well, another time was he was intoxicated. Oh no, he had an intoxicated civilian in his police vehicle, just like his buddy driving around in the front seat.
This
drunk.
is the cop from Superbad.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so
Doing
Scotty
donuts
Scheffler,
in a parking lot. Did he ever blow up a cop car?
Scotty Scheffler, cool dude. The cop, cooler dude. So I kind of feel like we got to just say tie goes to the runner, and Scotty Scheffler gets off with no charges, and the cop keeps his job.
Apparently, he's been disciplined several times for different doing dumb things in cop cars.
Doing cool stuff in cop cars.
Was the friend in the back seat named McLovin?
The friend wasn't in the back seat. The friend was just sitting sidecar with him.
Oh, listen.
Speaking of sidecar.
And brings us back home. As a matter of fact, you know what's going to bring us back down to earth is talking about Fletch. So Fletch,
Okay,
check this out. Fletch, he is stunning. I mean, if you look at him wearing that. Oh, here we
it's
go.
coming. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can't.
Wow. The buttons immediately come undone.
I was gonna say, like, if you look at him in the jersey, it's great. But if you look at him without the jersey, even better.
so this weekend on Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, we don't have to wake up early on Monday. I have big plans for Sunday, and a lot of those big plans involve being out by the pool. And being out by the pool all day long and getting some of my bronze back that I've lost over the last couple months. But I need to get tan again. And when you get tan, you usually have your shirt off. And I used to do that anyways, but I didn't realize people were laughing at me. Now they're going to be gawking at me.
Yeah.
Because I've lost the weight with sdfatloss.com, and you can too. Like, this is no lie. Going into last summer, I weighed 278 pounds. 278 pounds.
He's only 4 feet tall.
I'll tell you what, that's way too many pounds.
Yeah,
I'm going into this summer weighing 230. And so if you do the math there, that's a 48-pound difference, I think, right? Is that 48?
48 pounds?
That's a 48-pound difference last summer to this
smokes.
summer. And honestly, it's not even the huge 48-pound difference, which is amazing and incredible for me in my life, but it's also how I feel. And I feel better going to bed. I don't snore anymore, which my wife is stoked about. And my dog is stoked about, because now apparently the dog sleeps in the bed with us. Not my decision.
No joke. When I go buy dog food, it's a 48-pound bag of dog food. And you schlep that thing up over your shoulder like, oh, God. That's what you lost, buddy.
It's honestly pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. But sdfatloss.com, they can do the same thing for you. And if you jump on, the first 2 months of your life will change your life with sdfatloss.com. Get over there, mention Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. You're going to save $200 off the program. sdfatloss.com. Talk to Wayne and Chloe.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760.
That's not the worst idea I've ever had.
There are ideas flowing here.
Yeah, that's not your worst. It may kill us, though, now that I'm thinking about it.
That's a pretty good idea.
Fletch's most recent idea, you could check out at Big Rich TD Fletch, 101 KGB, San Diego Sports, or I should say SD Sports 760 on Instagram. We have a video up of me completing the 50 nugget bucket challenge.
I could not watch that video.
Which, by the way, Fletch sends us a text early this morning, like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, are your stomach's okay? Mine is. I am a wreck. I'm a disaster. And I said, I have no change to any bodily functions. Rich said the same. And then I thought, you ate a normal meal. You ate 20 nuggets.
Everything that happened this morning was anything but normal.
I think my son, who's 8, has eaten 20 nuggets in one sitting before.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Just saying it affected me.
Okay.
Big time.
Well, that was the only thing I ate until about 8 o'clock at night.
That was the only thing I ate all day.
And then I had shrimp ceviche.
What?
Seemed like a mistake, but it went down smooth and everything's been great.
Would TD ever eat ceviche?
No.
Are you sure? It's really good.
I've been offered it, and that there's absolutely no reason to eat that.
The honeymoon we went on in Mexico, the resort's like known for their gourmet ceviche, and they have a bunch of different kinds. I had ceviche every day for multiple meals.
That sounds awesome. That does sound awesome.
That sounds like nightmare fuel. Sounds like you're on an episode of Fear Factor.
Have you ever done homemade ceviche, Rich?
I've never done it yet.
It's weird because you're literally cooking the fish
in acid
without cooking the fish.
Yeah, you use lime juice.
Yeah,
it's weird. I haven't been able to wrap my head around doing it at home. I do want to try it eventually, but I haven't been able to force myself to do it. And also, it's one of those things where I kind of like the fact that certain meals I eat out of the house because I know I'm not going to make it in my house. Like I actually love sushi because it's something I'll never make at home. Ceviche falls in the same category.
So it's fun when you do like one of those fishing expeditions out of like the San Diego harbor.
Yeah.
Or I think the one we did was off of
Point Loma.
Yeah, Point Loma. And so we did that and got like 1 million rockfish to bring home, like so many rockfish. And we bring them home and we did a fish fry. We did some on the barbecue, did fish tacos. And then we had like 4 or 5 fillets left, and my buddy was like, let's do ceviche.
Oh wow.
And so we made rockfish ceviche, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I've never done it before. I'm not saying I won't try it. I know one thing that I know I won't try though is what a gentleman did at a baseball park.
Two dudes. By the way, might be the coolest name in baseball.
It is a cool name.
The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Yeah, so it's the Houston minor league baseball team. They call Houston Rocket City for obvious reasons.
What's
because NASA's out there?
It is? I thought it was out in Alabama.
Oh, really?
Aren't they the Angels affiliate?
Oh, wait, I had this all wrong. You're absolutely. They're in Madison, Alabama.
Okay, so I believe they're the Angels affiliate out in Alabama. That makes sense.
Houston received its official nickname of Space City in 1967 because it's home to NASA's Manned Spacecraft Center.
Interesting. I wonder why Alabama. I guess NASA probably has a presence in Alabama, too, that I'm unaware of.
Yeah, well, out at one of the games, there was the cicadas. Is that what that's how you say it? So they're everywhere. And at this game, they're flying all around. People are just grabbing them. A couple dudes, actually. I say people. A couple dudes grab them out of the air, dip them right into their beer, and just pop them right in their mouth.
Oh,
that's a no for me, dog.
Disgusting.
That is some minor league baseball S.
Oh.
You know what's weird, though? I would probably do that before I eat ceviche.
No,
you would not.
No, a wiggling cicada. What did that cicada ever do to those guys?
I'm kidding.
By the way,
I wouldn't eat either.
Marshall Space Flight Center, the MSFC, is located in Redstone Arsenal, Alabama.
Wow.
So NASA has a pretty significant footprint, I guess, in the state of Alabama. So Rocket City makes sense out in Alabama. You learn something new every day.
Dude, the Trash Panda logo is awesome.
So yeah,
it's a raccoon in a garbage can that's got fire coming out of the back of it like a rocket.
We need to reach out to them.
We probably should.
We need to have a rep on the show. I understand I don't know. I guess we broadcast far enough wide enough that people in Orange County can hear this show as well.
Right.
So they're an Angels affiliate, whatever. I just want the swag. I
That's
just
what I'm
want them
saying.
to send some swag.
That's what I'm saying. A t-shirt with that logo. Yep.
Absolutely
I'm
awesome.
a fan.
I'm a big fan, big fan of the logo. Okay, coming up next hour, we have a lot to do. We're going to start our Bar Car Friday early because Tony Kanja is celebrating his son Gabriel's graduation. He's not coming in today. So when the cat's away, the mice will play. We are making our own drinks today. So we start in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll continue on in the 8 o'clock hour on a Bar Car Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations around San Diego. You could also go to kegandbottle.com. You could order any of the items that we're using to make our drinks at Keg and Bottle. So very exciting. Who wants to go first, though? Who wants to?
Whatever.
We can knock off with some beer moses.
Okay. All right.
Beer Moses coming up next. Bar Car Friday.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by the Jim Patrol real estate team. Padres win in extra innings yesterday in Cincinnati 6-4. They finished the road trip 5-2. Fernando Tatis Jr. was the hero yesterday. RBI double in the 10th inning to take the lead. Luis Arraez notching another 4-hit game. His batting average soars to .341 on the year. No days off for the Pods. They're back home today, taking on the Yankees for 3 at Petco Park. If you're looking for a spot to watch the game, head on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gaslamp. They got excellent barbecue going on today. And Darren Smith will be there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. Celtics take a 2-0 series lead yesterday with a dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers. Jaylen Brown dropping 40 in the win for the Celtics. This series heads to Indiana for the first time this weekend with the Pacers desperate for a win. Would you like to know what your home would sell for today? Get a simple text message with your home's value by texting your address to 855-600-6000. You'll get no phone call, just a text. Jim Patrol has the buyers. Simply text your address to 855-600-6000.
Happy Friday to those who celebrate. Happy Bar Cart Friday to everyone out there listening as you're making your Memorial Day plans for this weekend. Thank you for joining us. We are very grateful for everybody who tunes in every day here on the radio or on the free iHeartRadio app, or if you're streaming us live on YouTube. However you see us, we appreciate it, especially if you serve this country, because there are those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. And this weekend's about remembering those folks and those who are in active service 100% on a daily basis. I wish we made more time to do this, but thank you for everything you do for this country.
Absolutely. And today we'll raise a glass.
Yeah, we certainly will. In fact, we're going to get started doing that right now.
And my buddy Shane is listening out in Coronado. He's in the Navy. Awesome dude. He's going to be deployed again soon. Shane, we love you, pal. Thank you for everything you do.
Right on.
I'll see you for beers this weekend.
Yeah, man.
Right on. Beer mimosas?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. So Fletchy, he brought in some cures.
Right now in front of Fletch, by the way, I see 2 cures, a white monster, a pink strawberry monster, a bottle of Kettle One vodka, which you can pick up at any keg and bottle location, 10 throughout San Diego County, 1 out in Chicago, 1 up in the Santa Barbara area. He's got a couple bottles of orange juice and 3 red Solo cups. How about that? That is American.
It's called class.
That is American.
It's a lot of fluid.
Yeah, that is.
Fluid.
That is. All right. So, Fletch, starting things off here.
I've also never made one of these before.
Should we bring up the bar cart music?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a classy joint.
By the way, the Padres are facing the Yankees in town. That series gets started tonight, 6:40 first pitch.
Right.
Yu Darvish is going to be on the mound for the Pods, and it's a big one, right? Because Padres are a game over 500.
They're pre-streaking.
They obviously won yesterday against the Reds. They won the day before against the Reds. So one more win. It's officially a win streak. They've won 2 series in a row. So we got a lot to celebrate this Memorial Day weekend. Aside from the troops, we also have a pretty big series over at Petco Park.
Yeah.
And we have beer mimosas. Again, never made this before. But I've seen it made several times.
It's going to be a disaster.
I'm remembering
in front of you.
specifically third hole at Stone Creek in Arizona.
I'm sorry.
Come again?
The third hole
Yeah.
of golf
Oh.
at Stone Creek in Arizona. Bar lady,
Yeah.
I believe her name was Phoebe, made this for us.
Wait.
Time out.
What are we doing
What are
here?
you even talking about?
I'm telling you about the first time I had this drink.
Yeah, so Phoebe
But
and
who was Phoebe?
She was the bar car girl at the golf course I was at in Arizona for my bachelor party.
You just said you had this at some other place here.
Rich said that the first time I had this was in Arizona. I don't even remember the one Rich is talking about.
I didn't order it. That's how I know it was you, because I know he didn't know what a beer mimosa was.
I wouldn't be surprised if I did. I'm just saying that maybe by that point in the round.
Wait, this was the long ball invitational?
Yeah, I was blacked out by like the 12th hole.
Yeah, I don't really remember from about 12 on, other than my kids trying to kill me with the golf cart.
So all I've gotten from this so far is, so Fletch was in Arizona. Something about Phoebe's third hole.
No, the third hole of the golf course was where Phoebe made us the beer mosa because we asked.
Phoebe made a hell of an impression on you, because I don't know if I could pull any bar cart girl's name.
I got a few.
Wow. So what did you learn from Phoebe?
I learned that you fill up the beer about
Okay.
Half
we don't
one?
know half. Yeah,
About
maybe
yay?
was that like a half a beer?
yeah, maybe a little less.
Okay. All right. Okay. And
Might need to
now.
go back for some more beer. Here, I'll make this one mine, and I'll use the beer that I've been drinking.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That's a good call. There you go.
So about half a solo cup of beer.
Yeah, about half a solo cup of beer.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
And then you go
You're shaking
shake the OJ.
the OJ.
Is it pulp free or is it?
It is pulp free.
Okay.
I made that executive decision because
So-
not everyone likes pulp, and I was feeling TD probably definitely doesn't like pulp.
I don't
Is it-
mind. I don't mind pulp.
That shocks me. I agree with you, Fletch. Like I would expect him to be like, gross.
I hope the texture.
Yeah.
I don't mind pulp. I mean, I don't want a lot of pulp.
Then you go about leave like a shot's left of room.
So you're taking up like another whatever
It's supposed to be
whatever
1 to
the
1.
remaining amount is. You're taking up 2/3 of that.
It's supposed to be 1 to 1 OJ and Coors Light.
This is what you do.
This is all that's in this.
This is what you do.
No,
You
there's
drink
vodka.
Oh,
half
vodka.
of a Coors Light, and then you pour orange juice to the top of your can again.
Right.
Dump it into
Oh.
a red solo cup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually way smarter than what
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
did.
yeah,
that's-
I like
No.
to eyeball things.
Wow.
But so about half and half. About half and half beer to
Okay.
orange juice.
Now here comes the Kettle One vodka.
There he goes.
All right.
This is supposed to be a shot. I have no idea how much a shot is.
Okay.
I feel like it's about that.
Yeah, I guess that feels about right. Okay, watching this the shot of
I'm gonna go
vodka
pick
right
him
on
up for
top.
us.
Okay,
Go
Rich
there.
is gonna head into to Fletch's fart dungeon.
We're not calling it that.
no, that was named. It was a listener that named it.
By the way, Kettle One, really good vodka.
A very, very nice, very good vodka
Oh,
available at Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County, along with the Cures. Which you can, I think there's actually you can buy orange juice at.
Oh yeah,
at Keg
that's
and
where I
Bottle.
got these.
Oh, you did. Oh, you got
Yeah.
the. Okay, very nice, very nice. Oh, at the Tierra Santa location.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. We got it in hand here. It looks like a mimosa. I mean, it smells like a mimosa.
I would take a
I'm
maybe
gonna
pinky
film
stir.
myself taking a
What?
sip of
Take a
Fletch's
pinky
also.
stir.
Yeah, because
Pinky
the
stir?
vodka's just gonna be sitting on top.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Good point.
All right. Okay. Getting a little stir here. All right.
Okay.
There also might supposed to be ice in here. I didn't do that.
It's cold enough.
Cheerio.
Fine. Okay. Here we go with the beer mosa.
It works.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
works.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm so glad it
Listen,
worked out.
I was skeptical. I'll tell you what. Beer and orange juice didn't sound like that went to me. It's fine.
That not only is it fine,
Yeah.
whew, I'll tell you what, that might be my golf course drink from now on.
Seriously.
It almost needs more bubbles. A splash of Monster would do this good.
Splash a monster.
He's got so many liquids in front of him, he can't help himself.
Wait, you're going white monster?
Yeah, the white can
Okay,
monster.
white monster.
How's that going?
It helps.
The white monster.
Just a little bubbles. That's all it needed.
I don't
This
have
is-
a white
you know what,
one.
this
I
is,
can try a black one.
This is chuggable. I'm gonna
All
go
right.
for it.
Black monster
Chug,
went in.
chug,
Oh,
chug,
he's chugging.
chug,
He's
chug,
chugging. Chug, 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 chug. It's down. It's on.
Attaboy.
Yeah, that was the right
We
way
also
to do that.
learned the other day, TD's never done a keg stand.
Yeah, we got to do
That
that as
doesn't seem
well.
that weird. You know what? I tell you what. The black can monster did not help that. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it made it much
It
worse.
made it far worse. Far worse.
This is good. This is a really, really good drink.
Perka.
And, yeah, and I'll tell you what, golf course drinks need to be breakfasty. This
Yeah.
was you. I'm so glad we chose to go with your drink first because this is how you start a morning.
No doubt. That's
Little-
a nice way to lead it in.
And whatever your favorite beer is, I would suggest doing a light beer for sure because it's not going to overtake the orange juice. But yeah, Coors Light works. I'm sure Bud Light or Miller Light or whatever light beer. I don't know how a Corona Light would taste. Probably not as good.
Well, we'll find out. Corona Light may be the new favorite. That may be Fletch's new beer.
Yeah, he's gonna have to taste test blindfold light beers because he thinks he's a Coors Light fan. We're not so sure.
Well, he said he could pick it out of a lineup.
Yeah.
So we're going to blindfold him. We're going to get him a bunch of different light beers. I don't know. Well, maybe not a bunch. 4 or 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Put him
And
to
then
the
and let you
Drinking
choose.
5 beers this afternoon
Well,
or Monday afternoon.
yeah, we're gonna save it for Monday for Memorial Day, and
Well,
yeah,
you
you're
don't
gonna
have to
taste
like
test.
chug them. Like you have to down the beer.
Oh,
to
you're
know.
putting a beer in front of me and I only have to take a sip.
What?
Something doesn't compute.
However much you'd like to taste, I suppose.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
This is that was really good. Good job, Fletch. All right, we're gonna do a quick halftime. Also, keep in mind we do have Jordan Davis tickets coming up on the show. He's bringing his damn good time tour to Gallagher Square at Petco Park. Tickets and info at Ticketmaster.com. Or just keep listening because we're going to be giving away those tickets this hour in the 7 o'clock hour, Jordan Davis tickets. So listen for those. Also on the other side of halftime, we're going to get to Major League Baseball. They came out with a study that's really interesting, especially because of the way the Padres season has gone so far. But first, let's do this. So the Las Vegas Raiders.
I feel like we just spin the wheel.
I mean,
let's see where it lands.
Well, we know you're always at 8:15.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't always know that. I feel like it is.
I was 100% sure it was going to be Fletch because I forgot he had the first halftime. So
We usually don't do a halftime here.
Oh yeah, that's
we usually
true.
do monologues.
Uh-huh.
Did anybody write a monologue?
No.
I got
No.
one straight off the dome.
Okay.
Well,
right
we'll
after
get to it
yeah,
because
we'll
I
get
didn't
there.
even think about it.
And you know what? I'll use my morning monologue to tee up this MLB study because it does have a relationship to the way the Padres season has started. But yeah, in the NFL, the Vegas Raiders, they're giving 3-time Pro Bowl defensive end Max Crosby a $6 million raise. They're also moving $1.2 million from his 2026 salary into his 2025 season salary. So this is a creative way to award a player some extra cash without having to restructure their contract again because they just broke them off. They don't want to do it again this season. So they're trying to stave that off, and they're doing it in a smart way. We have the Padres facing the Yankees this weekend. Yu Darvish on the mound, 6:40 first pitch after having a winning series against the Cincinnati Reds. They won in extras yesterday. And the Denver Broncos close out their first week of OTAs, and head coach Sean Payton was really quick to praise all three quarterbacks, especially his newly drafted 12th overall draft pick, Bo Nix out of Oregon. We'll get to that story in a little bit. But I want to talk about the NBA for a moment here. The Celtics took it to the Pacers. They now lead the series 2-0.
Pacers needed to win game one.
They needed to win game one.
And they had it won. They had that game won in the first game in Boston. It was like 2 turnovers in the last 20 seconds or something that ruined it for him. And then in overtime, Celtics just walked all over.
That felt like the swing. This all of a sudden feels like a sweep.
No, I don't know. It goes back to Indiana now. The Pacers might get one of these next two, but the whole thing is if you take one on the road early, then you have home court advantage. The Pacers now seem screwed.
Yeah, it does. 126-110 beatdown in Boston. Jaylen Brown matched his career playoff high of 40 points in the victory over Indiana. Again, Celtics have a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, that game last night. So you want to do some morning monologues? This one's on you,
This
Fletch.
is on you.
This is on you.
This is on you. You get your A in here.
I'll tell you what, if there was an HR department, we would be in that office constantly. But they do not have an HR department.
No, well,
So we just have to answer to the bosses who they've acquired. It literally feels like iHeart San Diego has hired more bosses to keep us corralled.
there seems to be a lot of people all around us now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Emails coming in from a lot of different locations.
Yeah, we're getting
a lot of different people.
We're getting a lot. You're getting a lot.
That's fine.
None saying don't have a bar card Friday.
No.
Yeah.
No, and we're drinking all morning this morning. Damn right.
All right, my morning monologue goes to this. We are on the precipice of something real special here. Like, this is Friday morning. People probably getting in their cars right now to go to work. And congratulations if you are. Because what's coming up this weekend is something special that we don't get that often. There's maybe 5 or 6 of them a year. A true 3-day weekend. Where you're riding into Friday knowing that it doesn't even have to be that productive because who's going to stop you? Your boss probably already took the day off for today, by the way, and you're just showing up to punch the numbers.
But you don't find out until you send an email. Then you get a return email saying, I'm out of the office till Tuesday.
That's right.
But I've been looking forward to like
America.
this hour specifically since Monday morning because knowing that the 7 o'clock hour comes on Friday, we have an hour and a half left of show. And look, I love doing this show.
Do we?
But you know what I love more? I love waking up on a Monday morning and not having to do anything.
Well, until 3 o'clock.
Well, that's right.
What? But the waking up
Actually-
thing, like when the alarm goes off at 3:45,
Right.
that's not happening this Monday.
right.
The alarm's not going
Right.
off, period.
Right.
And I think sleep is such a special thing, and we get to sleep like 5 or 6 times a year.
But you also love RVs.
I
You do. Recreational vehicles.
Hey, TD, whose morning monologue is it? Take a lap.
Listen, I'm down in your beer mosa. What do you want me to do?
Drink more of it and shut up while you're at it.
He can't help himself.
Here's my morning monologue. 3-day weekends are awesome, and TD sucks.
Wow.
I concur.
I feel like we should applaud each other after every morning.
God, I feel like John Fink right now, getting interrupted every 2 seconds.
John Fink.
Wow.
The John Fink fan base was pissed at us on YouTube. Yes.
Oh, not us.
Well, yeah. Well,
Me?
Specifically.
you got called out.
So next Tuesday, I'm not going to say a word.
No,
John,
just
after
gonna-
the show, he
It's going
pulled
to be
me
a
aside.
John Fink show.
He pulled me aside and he said, I don't really mind it, but I have had people reach out to me separately and say, man, that TD guy doesn't shut up.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
It's fine.
Tell you what.
It's fine.
Big
Now's
Rich,
your
Yeah.
time to talk. Morning monologue. Go for it.
Hang on. It's
My morning monologue is just a moment of silence.
on Tuesdays. It's going to be Big Rich, Fletch, and John Fink.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'll just step away. I'll
Sorry.
just step away.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I didn't have a morning monologue prepared, but I can prepare one pretty quick. And Rich, you touched on it. Look, we get
So, Rich, what do you got going on this weekend?
no, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. We have to
fine.
be above the
it's
fray.
fine. It's fine. I was just going to talk about our military. That's fine.
Annie,
It's
have a
fine.
good weekend planned?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Fletch.
A
No, he's-
salute to our military. We get 2 holidays a year to salute our military. This is one of them. The unofficial kickoff of summer, by the way. But to honor those who have given their all for us to be idiots here every single morning and every single afternoon, for us to do Bar Cart Fridays, for us to sit here and crack open Coors Light on a Friday morning, and then we just get high fives around the building. That's all because we have military family, military members who literally put their lives on the line every day. And on a day, a Memorial Day, that we honor those who gave their lives for us to be idiots. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You won. I don't know.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How nice was that to have 45
Yeah.
seconds where no one else talked?
I mean, it was uncomfortable.
It was
Wow.
beautiful. That was very well done,
Wow. No, it's fine. You know, it hurts, stings a little, stings the nostrils as you send your jabs my way.
My morning monologue is about the Major League Baseball, who they say that pitchers are more prone to get injured earlier in the season rather than later in the season, which leads me down this weird rabbit hole. So what that says to me is pitchers aren't ready for the start of the season.
And you know what we always say about pitchers?
What's that? Drink them. Right? So check
I'm
this
not
out.
saying a word.
Major League Baseball says pitcher injuries are more likely to occur during spring training and early in the season. Management has rejected the assertion that Players Union head Tony Clark that injuries might be linked to pitch clock that was instituted last year and slightly shortened this season. In 2014 or so, we started with this upward trend, Commissioner Rob Manfred said. This is also at the owners' meeting. He said it looked like it turned the other way last year. We don't know what this means, whether it's going to continue or not. I think in terms of the lens, early in the season was not an aberration. There is a pattern here that has been early season problems for a while. So listen, the pitch clock was instituted at the minor league level for a long time. I'm not saying that minor league pitchers are better at getting ready for a season, but they are younger, okay? So you have 2 things happening in baseball at once. You have these flamethrowers who are only expected as starting pitchers now to go 5 innings, and then they hand the baseball over to the bullpen. Okay. Then out of the bullpen, you have flamethrowers who are only out there for an inning or 2, and then they hand the ball over to the setup guy who's only in there for 3 outs, and then he hands the ball over to the closer who's only in there for 3 outs. So if it goes smoothly, there's no pitcher who's really being taxed with having to face the lineup more than once or twice at the most. So you can throw your arm out every single time. That's happening. And then on top of it, you have this pitch clock now that the players want to blame for injuries. Here's the reality of the situation. Pitchers are throwing way too hard and they're not throwing enough. So you have guys getting hurt all the time. I think that's the biggest problem is guys aren't getting themselves appropriately prepared for the new type of baseball that they're playing now. And maybe they can't, because if we're going to expect guys to throw 100 miles an hour for 5 innings, there's going to be a lot of injuries.
And not everyone's Nolan Ryan, where they can keep that up for, 15 years?
20.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's something like, I think about this with running backs too that get hurt a lot, like Saquon Barkley. Like the tendons in his legs are not strong enough to deal with the quads in his legs.
Yeah.
So pitchers have such specific muscle workouts that maybe that UCL or the tendon in their elbow is not capable of keeping up with the muscles that they have in their throwing motion. You know what I mean?
No, what you're saying makes a lot. Okay, so think of a whip. That's how you have to look at a pitcher's arm. Like when you have a bull whip, you start this little wave in your hand, and then all of a sudden, as that wave travels through the whip and it goes to the smaller portion of the whip, it cracks at the speed of light. Basically, I mean, it's like a
breaks the sound barrier.
Yeah, it's
and that's actually the crack you hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what it is. Not the speed of light, the sound barrier. It breaks the sound barrier, so it's north of 600 miles per hour. A pitcher's arm. I mean, look, your shoulder's not moving very fast, but when you put that wavelength through your whole arm, all that torque through your whole arm, you can throw the ball now. Some guys are touching like 103, 104, 105.
The A's have a closer who it doesn't even look like he's throwing hard, and the ball goes 104 miles an hour.
Yeah, but you watch that in slow motion because you talk about whip. You see the bones bending.
Yeah, dude, like I'm telling you, we're going to hit a point of diminishing return. Guys are going to throw 107, maybe 110 in our lifetimes. And we're actually going to see elbows explode. Like it's not going to, it's going to be awful. It's not going to, the body cannot keep up with this progress. And they want to blame the pitch clock. The pitch clock, don't blame the pitch clock. That's helping baseball. That's getting more people interested in baseball. What they really need to do is find a way to slow down this, whatever you want to call it, this arms race, literally, with pitchers.
Yeah. Speaking of pitch clock, yesterday was one of the longest Padres games of the season, like in terms of time, and it was like 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was one of the longest games of the season. Do you remember 3 or 4 years ago? Routinely 4 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And especially with the Padres because they have Blake Snell.
Right. And he
took his time.
He's struggling this year, by the way.
Yeah, he is a little bit. But that was Blake Snell when he was traded from Tampa Bay to San Diego. He struggled there too. Remember? I mean, he's just a guy who needs to get comfortable in a city. Anyways, listen.
Or just sign him to 1-year deals. It's always a contract year.
That would help.
Yeah, right.
Dude, yeah, he's been amazing. That's a great point.
He won the freaking Cy Young last year.
Yeah.
He won the Cy Young in his last contract.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bless America. That guy, yeah.
So, you know what? I mean, if you paid him a little extra, but every year was a contract year.
We go from pitchers to quarterbacks. Coming up next, we'll talk about the tale of 2 rookie quarterbacks this offseason in the NFL. It's going real well for one. It's going real poorly for the other. We'll get to that. But first,
we got some fun stars over on Prize Picks tonight because we got the Dallas and Minnesota game coming up tonight.
I'm just going to sit over here and be quiet.
Yeah.
Like
you should have already started that.
Like John Fink is here. Carry on.
Now he's down and muted. He can't even turn on his mic if he wants to. No, not even if he wants to. No.
He's finding other
that one's
mics.
down also.
Now, wait, what about the headset mic over there?
That one's down too.
Jeez.
He's going to have to like literally sit on your lap and use your mic if he wants to interrupt.
I'm so wait. Oh no. TD has entered Fletch's fart dungeon.
Hi, everyone. I would like to talk to you about Prize Picks. Sometimes I pick more and sometimes I pick less. All I know is it's that easy.
Wow, dude, you nailed it. That's their slogan. So with Prize Picks, if you sign up right now with promo code DOGS, that's DOGS, bark, you're going to have your first deposit matched up to $100. So that's what I did. I put in $100. I had my $100 matched. I had $200 to play with. And what did I do with that $200? Well, I started taking less than the point totals on WNBA, and I feel really dirty doing it. But I've made a tremendous amount of money doing it.
It's worked. And using that money, you can look at tonight's game with the
money.
Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves, where the stars are out. And if you include a star in your lineup, you're going to get a 10% payout boost by the end of it. And today's a Flex Friday, so you can stack these promotions on top of each other. But Jaden McDaniels is on the demon list for 14.5 points. I think that's a pretty easy more than. So get on over to the PrizePicks app today. Take advantage of some of these specials going on, especially on a Friday where you get a protected entry on a Flex Friday.
I love that so much. Also, look out for the stars.
I just said that.
Okay.
10% payout on lineups that include stars.
I wasn't paying attention because TD was throwing money at me because I've been winning so much money on the PrizePicks app, which is the #1 app for daily fantasy in North America. Did you say that also?
Why don't I call them Flex Fridays?
They should call them Flex Fridays. Anyways, they're Flex Fridays, which are super fun. Did you mention that?
I did.
America, download the PrizePicks app. You're going to have fun. And when you do download the PrizePicks app, sign up with promo code DOGS. That's DOGS. I'm fairly certain that's the spelling. DOGS, dogs. PrizePicks. Pick more, pick less. Do whatever you want. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but download the app. It's really cool.
It's that easy.
You can get yourself $1,000 in your pocket with bonus bucks. In fact, I think today may be the last day. Fletch, can you confirm that?
What?
No, we cannot confirm or deny, but today may be your last day.
Today
for
is the
bonus
last
bucks.
day.
Okay.
Last day.
Last day for bonus bucks, a chance at $1,000. All you have to do is grab the keyword, then take the keyword over to sportssd.com and enter it. Your next shot at that keyword and $1,000 coming up 9 o'clock. Or not.
This update is presented by the Jim Trail Real Estate Team. Padres winning extras yesterday in Cincinnati 6-4. They finished the road trip 5-2. Success. Fernando Tatis Jr. was the hero yesterday. His RBI double in the 10th inning took the lead for the Pods. Luis Arraez notches another 4-hit game. That's back-to-back 4-hit games. His batting average soars to .341 on the year. He also has an 8-game multi-hit streak going, which is incredible. No days off for the Pods. They're back home today. They got the Yankees for a 3-game series at Petco Park. If you're looking for a spot to party in the gas lamp, head on down to the Naughty Barrel. They got excellent smoked barbecue coming up today. Darren Smith will be there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. The Celtics take a 2-0 series lead yesterday with a dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers. That series will head to Indiana for the first time this weekend. Pacers desperate for a win. Would you like to know what your home would sell for today? Get a simple text message with your home's value by texting your address to 855-600-6000. You'll get no phone call, just a text. Jim Trail has the buyer. Simply text your address to 855-600-6000.
Hang in tough. That's all we do here. NKOTB. But screw them, because we got Jordan Davis tickets.
I don't know who this person is, but I kind of like it.
It's going to be playing at Gallagher Square at Petco Park, May 31st. The Damn Good Time Tour coming to Gallagher Square. Tickets and info at Ticketmaster.com, or just keep listening for your chance to win those. That's coming up very, very soon.
So, tale of two quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, first overall draft pick for the Chicago Bears. Then you have the last quarterback taken in the first round, Bo Nix out in Denver, 12th overall draft pick to the Broncos. Having very different OTA experience, offseason training activity for the uninformed. It's just basically spring practice. That's what happens in football. You go out there for a couple of days together. It's mandatory. You get
guys
the whole
show
team
up.
together.
They take pictures. They have terrible haircuts at Joe Burrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Burrow had that styled.
Dude, it looks bad.
It's not like he just grew that out.
No, that was feathered. He probably had curlers in his hair the night before.
Joe Burrow legitimately went from like the hottest quarterback in the league, according to most people.
According to Ben Fletcher.
According to my wife, for sure. And he dropped way down the list.
Who's hotter in your opinion? Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Just because of his
Brock's a
fashion
lunch,
sense?
Brock's a lunch pail guy. You know, he brings it to work. He's a hard worker. You know, you could see him working at a construction site. It's like, Brock,
Could I see Brock Purdy working at a construction
you've
site?
seen him on a harvester before.
Yeah,
Dude
I
knows
don't
how
know
to work.
I don't know if he was driving it though. It might have just been for the cameras.
I feel like it was for the picture opportunity.
TD, you should love Brock Purdy. He has an endorsement deal with John Deere.
That is pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I would like an endorsement deal with John Deere. John Deere, do you hear me? Or Case. I wouldn't mind Case.
Never heard of Case.
Okay, neither have I.
A
Are they
Case tractor?
like 0-turn mowers and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
No. It's like heavy equipment.
Oh, so these are like,
so like if I need like a backhoe.
you're like baling hay.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
Yeah.
if you guys watched any of the Secret of Skinwalker
No.
Ranch,
I have a little bit.
okay, why don't they just dig? I mean, just start.
Tell me,
digging.
what's a skinwalker?
Skinwalker is the Native Americans up in northern Utah. They would see these beings, and sometimes people would go missing, and they would say they were taken by the Skinwalker.
And
So the
it's like
Skinwalker was like,
shapeshifters, right?
yeah. So it's basically a ghost.
Yeah.
So there's a ranch up there called Skinwalker Ranch that's hundreds of acres, and there's some weird things that go on. But they think that there's something beneath Skinwalker Ranch in the ground, something metallic that they can pick up through sonar technology.
Oh,
Get a excavator and start digging.
so dumb.
Right,
Absolutely.
But then they
need to
wouldn't have a
dig.
TV show
Yeah,
because
well,
they wouldn't find anything.
I want answers.
Well, or you can make a TV show called The Dig
Yeah.
at Skinwalker Ranch.
Thank you.
Next up on The Dig,
Nothing.
So before we talk about those quarterbacks, it's pretty good.
Beer Mosa.
Beer Mosa is solid.
Beer Mosa, good. Next up, I guess
You want to do the bald eagle?
you want to do rock paper,
Yeah,
scissors?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, here we go.
Well, we're
Rock,
already
paper,
time for
scissors.
commercial break, but
Oh, you win.
Okay, looks like military mule.
Oh, military mule. Okay, you're going next.
you want
Okay.
to start that next?
Sure. Yeah.
Because
Wait.
the last segment
Well,
went
no.
till 7:31,
Oh, yeah.
so we're already done with this
We're
segment.
done
Well,
with
no,
this
we'll
segment?
do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it at the start of the 8 o'clock hour.
We had
No,
so much.
it's actually like the bar card Friday hour.
We had so much to say.
Right, but we didn't get out of last segment until this segment was supposed to
That's
begin.
because you did a 7-minute prize picks read.
We did
Was that us or was that you?
That wasn't me. I was helping out.
Well, you did run from microphone to microphone to find a working microphone to help out. That took a little
That's
time.
because Fletch turned it off.
Why did I do that?
I don't know, John Fink.
So listen, with prize picks. Oh wait, what do we do? With the Good Feet store. No, look, here's the deal. Coming up next, we're going to get into the tale of two quarterbacks because we did not have time to do this. Also, if you call in at 7:45 at 877-767-4760, that's 877-767-4760 at 7:45. If you're caller number 5, you're going to go see Jordan Davis. You hear that? You're going to bring a friend. You're going to win a pair of tickets. It's going to be a really fun time at Gallagher Square.
You're going to buy dirt.
We're going to do Bo Nix. We're going to do Caleb Williams on the other side. But this is what you're going to do before the weekend. Go to the Good Feet store. Look, Memorial Day weekend, it's beach season. The weather's turning warm. You're going to be walking a lot more. And you know what that leads to? Lower body joint pain. Anybody who's struggled with foot, ankle, knee, hip, or back pain knows what I'm talking about. The more time you spend on your feet, the worse you feel. If you work on your feet, this is a no-brainer. Go to the Good Feet store. They have these arch supports. You put them in your shoe, whatever your footwear is, whether you're wearing boots for work, whether you have, you're one of these people who wear slacks and dress shoes, even if you're wearing high heels, they have arch supports for you. It doesn't matter what your footwear is. They will, if you wear flip-flops to work, they will find an arch support to put in your flip-flops. Trust me, I have a pair. Good Feet store has saved my back. After a 6-year NFL career, my back was a mess. It saved my knee. I've torn my MCLs in both knees several times. It's made me feel so much better. My hip, I was going to get an MRI on my hip. I was talking to an orthopedic surgeon. I canceled that appointment. I no longer need surgery. I'm telling you, this works. Good Feet store, if you have lower body joint pain, go to goodfeet.com. Start your journey there at goodfeet.com.
Hey, listen to us on the free iHeartRadio app. And while you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app, hit us up on the Talkback mic. Ask us anything you like, anything you want. So you want to say something good, you want to say something bad, we don't care. We'll just take a review. Anyways, hit us up. The Talkback mic, lower right-hand side. You see a microphone there. Tap that. Send us a message only on the free iHeartRadio app.
San Diego Sports 760. I want my MTV.
Laps, both of you.
Sorry, we'll go. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Happy Friday to those who celebrate. Also, happy Memorial Day weekend. We're about to embark on the first weekend of summer. No better way than to do with somebody who wants to give a little remembrance to a gentleman who served this country. Wow. Wow. What was that? Could we play that again? I want to shout out the name again of the gentleman who passed away for our country. William, we appreciate you. William's family, our hearts break for your loss. There's no words that could describe what that sacrifice means to all of us. What an incredible group of people we have, who we owe our lives to, who we owe our freedoms to, who we owe our national security to. Thank you, William, for making the ultimate sacrifice. I don't know what's after this. I don't know where people go when they go, but wherever you are, Bill, we appreciate you, man.
And Andrew sent that talk back in. Andrew also served. Thank you, Andrew.
Well, thank you,
and
Andrew,
thank you for remembering your friend here on this show.
Dude, I don't even know how to put into words how much we appreciate this. I mean, there is nothing we can say. There's no way to repay that debt.
No,
there's no way.
No, there absolutely isn't. And, you know, and look, we like to obviously have fun on the show, but we don't get to have this fun. We don't get to goof around. We don't get to have Bar Car Fridays if it isn't for the bravest of type of person taking it upon themselves to go fight for these freedoms, to fight. Like, you can't do this. There's no such thing as like, a bunch of goofballs on the radio in certain countries because guess what? They're under a dictator regime, or it's a totalitarian. What do you call it? Totalitarianism.
Yeah, totalitarianism.
Yeah. Listen,
That's the one.
you know, like they give
It was
idiots
a really strong statement.
Totalitarianism.
Look, the point is they give idiots radio shows here in this country who get to say whatever they want.
Pronunciators.
Professional broadcasters.
Yes, that's correct.
Who can do what they want to do. And it's because there are amazing people out there defending our shores, defending this country overseas. Your buddy, is it Shane?
Yeah, Shane.
Shane, he's about to be deployed again. A gentleman who fights in the Navy. It's crazy, man. Like I've got a bunch of family who have served this country in the military. I know you guys both do too.
Yeah, my grandfather and my Uncle Jack, both Air Force.
It's a beautiful sacrifice, and it's a reason why we get to do what we do, which, by the way, is a whole lot of nothing. Like we are just a bunch of idiots.
There are cans lined up here.
And I will tell you, my grandfather, who served this country for decades, like he was a career Air Force fighter pilot. His favorite segment we do is Bar Car Friday.
How about that? How about that? Your grandpa's still with us? How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
How old is he?
He's in his late 90s.
Oh my God. He
And
tunes in for a Bar Car Friday?
Sharp as
in on
a tack.
Fridays.
Dang, man. Yeah, speaking of which, we have a bunch of listeners who reach out to us daily, almost daily, on the Talkback mic. If you want to reach out to us on the Talkback mic, super simple. Download the free iHeartRadio app. Listen to the show on the app. You could click the microphone button next to the play button. And when you do, you can leave us a message like this from our listener, Joe Moon. Big, beautiful women. Big, beautiful women. Look, Joe Moon, he wasn't sold on the idea of big, beautiful women. And then all of a sudden, he tried it. Guess what?
He tried. Now he likes it. Now he likes it.
God, I want to hang out with Joe Moon so bad.
Okay, you know what? Like, if Joe Moon did make me ceviche, I would eat Joe Moon ceviche.
Joe Moon's all about the fishing.
Yeah.
So if we can go fishing with someone, it's got to be Joe Moon.
It's gonna penetrate my fingers, guys.
Mango habanero ceviche. I've never had it before. That sounds like the way to have ceviche.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm going to make that happen. That's my goal right now. This summer, we're fishing with Joe Moon.
There's no question about it.
Oh my!
And then he's going to make you homemade ceviche with the fish that we catch.
I don't know if I would make it through a fishing trip with Joe Moon because I would be laughing the whole time.
So coming up next, we're going to be talking about the tale of two quarterbacks.
You sure?
I don't think
I thought
so.
we were making your drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna make. Okay, so my salute to the military.
Is that one of the quarterbacks?
Hey-oh.
Yeah, I mean,
doctor.
Yeah.
You sailor, you.
I'll tell you right now.
You motorboat?
Well, I'll tell you right now. Is that an outboard? Because I'm into it. Anyways, there's something on the television screen that has distracted us. We're gonna get back to the tale of two quarterbacks.
You want to know what I want to talk about?
What's that?
How hot Rich Orberger is.
No,
God, did that get ready with me video? I wish you would have started with your shirt off, not just your pants off.
I've been a lot more wiggling around than just. Well, look, the point is, I've got a little bit more work to go, but I've already lost over 35 pounds with sdfatloss.com. I went from 308 down to the 270s now, and I feel much better than I did when we started. It's incredible, man. Like, so sdfatloss.com, when we met them, we were all skeptics. We talked to Wayne and Chloe. They were like, yeah, you guys are going to lose like 10 pounds in the first week. We're like, nah, that's not happening.
Heard that before.
Yeah. And then Wayne was like, yeah, well, talk to me after 7 days. And we're like, okay. Turns out I was losing weight so fast. I actually called them and I was like, hey, is it okay that I lost 14 pounds in 6 days? And Chloe went, I don't want to offend you, but you started from a really high bar. So it's going to come off pretty quickly.
What was that bar? How high were you?
I was at 308. I was damn near my playing weight. I could have easily put my hand in the dirt and played one snap of offensive line at that weight.
And then your ACLs would both blow simultaneously.
And I would never be able to walk again. But
It'd be worth it.
I would look really good in a bathing suit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, actually, I would have looked awful. At 308 pounds when I was in the NFL, I looked okay. At 308 pounds after my NFL career, not so good.
308 pounds in radio? Not the best.
Not the best. Not the best. A lot of sitting in radio, if you haven't noticed. Look, so here's the deal. Wayne and Chloe got us on a weight loss plan. It worked. I lost, like I mentioned, 14 pounds in 6 days. All of us, before the first week was up, we all lost over 10 pounds. Before the first month was up, we all lost over 30 pounds. Fletch is down 48 pounds. I'm down over 35.
Yeah.
TD's down over 30. What are we looking at there? Who's
We're
that?
looking at you.
Who's that? That's
You.
me.
That's
Oh,
you?
yeah. There
Dude,
it is.
you were a handsome
Why'd
devil.
you wear the fullback neck guard?
I wore it all through, even high school. I wore the cowboy collar.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
wow.
a thing.
Why are you so mad, bro?
We talk about TD's neck. Look at that neck. I look like a thumb with
Listen.
a face drawn on it.
Aw.
I was a little skinnier then.
Actually, we're
that's
just going
about
through.
the weight
I feel like we're looking through like photo albums here.
Yeah, it's just Google.
Yeah, Google photo albums. Of
But what I wanted to
Richie.
point out was that belly hang
Look at that belly.
doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Mm-mm.
Thanks to
Mm-mm.
Wayne and Chloe at SDFatLoss.com. The weather's warming up. The unofficial start of the weekend, or I should say of the summer, is this weekend. So if you need to get into beach season shape, you got to get it linked up with SDFatLoss.com.
Hawkeye Summer.
Hawkeye Summer. Save
Wow.
$200 by mentioning Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, or I should say slightly less Big Rich.
Would
TD and
Dilfs of
Fletch.
Disneyland ever commented on our post had you not been with SDFatLoss.com?
There's absolutely no chance. There's no chance because now I've gained an inch because I've lost 30 pounds. God bless
How do you like that?
America.
Dilfs of Disneyland.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have to talk about SDFatLoss.com. So go sign up now.
This update is presented by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We will start off with the Padres, who win in extras yesterday in Cincinnati 6-4. They finished the road trip 5-2. Fernando Tatis Jr., the hero yesterday with his RBI double in the 10th inning to take the lead. Luis Arraez notches another 4-hit game, his second in a row. His batting average soars to .341 on the year. He's over .400 with the Padres. No days off for the Pods. They're back home today. They got the Yankees for a 3-game set at Petco Park. If you're looking for a spot to watch the game and watch any of the sports action going on tonight, the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp is the place to be. Darren Smith will be there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. The Celtics take a 2-0 series lead with a dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers last night. Jaylen Brown, 40 points in the win. The series heads back to Indiana for the first time this weekend. Pacers desperate for a win. Chilly showers no longer. Say goodbye to icy plunges and hello to heat with the AndersonPHA.com. Upgrade your water heater and get a free water pressure regulator valued at $1,300. That's AndersonPHA.com.
Thank God it's Friday!
It's been a long week and the fellas are thirsty.
Scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, with the best selection of bourbon, whiskey, tequila, private section bottles, and more.
My problem is I drink too much, way too much.
Yeah.
I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it.
Now, let's pour some drinks.
Yeah, let's do it. Happy Friday to those who celebrate. Happy Bar Cart Friday to you all. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you. San Diego Sports 760. And Bar Cart Friday is brought to you by Keg and Bottle, kegandbottle.com. 10 locations around San Diego. So if you're interested in any of the drinks that we've made today so far, only one so far, the BIIIIG, which is vodka, little Coors Light or any light beer, I guess, and some orange juice.
Your favorite light beer. It may not be Coors Light. Sorry, it says Fletch tries to make his way in the studio. There was a stool that was thrown haphazardly. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's fine. Fletch coming in to try to fix the camera situation we have here.
And actually, as you come in, I realize I need to run and get the I'll get the vodka in a second. But yeah, so BIIIIG, that was delicious. That was Fletch's offering on this Memorial Day Friday. We're getting ready to really celebrate the unofficial beginning of the season, along with obviously a salute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice for this country. We appreciate all of those who fight for this country every single day, especially those who have passed in that fight, and the families, right? You know, the survivors of those who serve this country. We can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for this country as well. But what better way to salute the troops than to have a couple of military-themed drinks here.
Yeah. Are we gonna throw these recipes up online? Is that the plan here?
For sure. We're going to do them all independently. So if you want to find out how to make the BIIIIG, you're going to find out how to make the BIIIIG. We got
Get that camera some Bluetooth!
And then also, you're going to find out how to make the military mule, which is going to be my offering today. You're also going to find out how to make the bald eagle.
That's right.
It's going to be TV's offering today. But up first is the And while you're strolling around, go ahead and grab that vodka if you could. Actually, no, I'll go with it. I'm going to make the military mule. It's going to be like basically this is the way I described it before. So in World War II, we didn't start the fight. Like the fight was happening in Europe, right? But we got involved. Oh, there it goes. Got some vodka. There we go. There it is. Oh, kettle one.
We got involved because we were pulled into it.
We were attacked. Yeah, Pearl Harbor, the attack on Oahu, and when that happened, kamikaze fighters literally would spend their bullets and drop their bombs, and then they would slam their planes into warships on the shores of Honolulu, right? And it was a tragedy. It was a disaster, but it forced the United States government to declare war, and we solved that problem. That's what we do. And so what I'm going to do with the military mule, not only am I going to put the kamikaze, the classic drink, on ice, just like we put kamikazes on ice after WW2, but also we're going to reclaim the mule. The mule no longer belongs to Moscow, gentlemen. It belongs to the United States military.
An all-American mule. Come on.
This is how we're doing it. This is how we're doing it. I'm going to cut up some lime and tangerine. I'm going to squeeze one fresh lime, one tangerine, 2 ounces of vodka, and then I'm going to top it with some ginger beer after shaking it up.
Okay.
And, we also got the Padres who face the Yankees.
Yeah. Which that's pretty American setup there as well, right? Padres and Yankees, East versus West. What are you guys feeling here? I mean, the Padres they get a win today. We're going to be broadcasting live, by the way, out at the Naughty Barrel downtown from noon to 6. Darren Smith will be out there. John and No Jim will be out there broadcasting. So if you want a place to watch the game, there's not a better place to see it than the Naughty Barrel, just right around the corner from Petco Park. But I mean, I don't know how optimistic I am about the Padres, which kind of sucks. I mean, I want to see the Padres do well. I think everyone here in San Diego wants to see the Padres do well. They've just been hovering around this 500 mark. They're a 500 team. That's all they are. They haven't proven anything else as of yet. So, Fletch, I know earlier you were giving stats. Manny Machado starting to heat up a little bit. Maybe the trend is that he is on the rise now.
I just know with Manny Machado, you're almost guaranteed a month to a month and a half every single year where he is the best hitter in all of baseball. Okay. And I don't want to call my shot, but I feel like we're starting to see signs that he might be heading to one of those months. And then Luis Arraez, it's just absurd. Like, it almost feels funky adding him and adding Tony Gwynn in a sentence together, but you can right now because Tony Gwynn's career best multi-hit game streak was at 8. Luis Arraez currently with the Padres is at 8 games in a row with multiple hits, and he's at 2 games in a row, back-to-back 4-hit days.
Wow.
Which doesn't happen in baseball ever.
No, it does not. It does not. Look, Arraez has been solid. I mean, hats off to AJ Preller.
Darnay Tripp had a TikTok yesterday about this where he came into San Diego hitting 301, and he's done what nobody does when they come to the Padres and improved. Because he's up to 341 on the year. He's hitting like 417 as a Padre. He has 3 4-hit games as a Padre. He's been ridiculously good.
He's hitting 417 as a Padre?
As a Padre.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Luis Arraez, look, if he, and it's almost impossible to say this, right? But if he keeps playing the way he's playing, I mean, not only will he be an all-star, this may go down as one of the best Padres seasons ever.
Yep.
Okay. How about this? Does this save AJ Preller's job?
It could. It could.
I say re-sign him.
Yeah.
Because you got to
right
like
now.
Rental right now. I figure out a way to keep. Because think about having like that type of hitter in your lineup for years and years to come. Theoretically, you have the power, right? With Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. Like, if they hit how they're supposed to, you have the power. You just need somebody to be on base all the time. And it's not an exaggeration to say Luis Arraez is on base all the freaking time. Every time I look up in a game, he's on second or third or first base.
Yeah. No, I know. And that's... Oh, God. And now it's just the rest of the Padres. Just knock him in. Just knock him in.
More than Jerks and Profar.
Yeah, Jerks and Profar has been really a stud this season for this Padres team who's needed Manny Machado or Fernando Tatis Jr. to be that guy. But he's had a hot bat. Luis Arraez, obviously, since he showed up, he's had a hot bat. But
Jake Cronenworth, sneaky great season going on right now.
Is that true? I haven't looked at Cronenworth's
season-long stats. Cronenworth is the second best hitter on the Padres who have been there this entire year, other than Jerks and Profar. Luis Arraez obviously takes the top spot now.
Yeah, he's kind of been sneaky, kind of bringing it back here because the start of the season was kind of shaky. There was a lot of talk of, "Are you kidding me, man? You're paying this guy. He's not doing anything."
At the beginning of the year, at least Jake Cronenworth had it was either the highest or the second highest barrel rate in all of Major League Baseball, so you knew it was coming. And he's hit home runs, he's hit for power, he's hit for double. Like, Jake Cronenworth has been hitting all year.
Yeah. Rich over here squeezing tangerines.
Squeezing harder.
Squeezing juicing. The juice is loose here. How much tangerine juice do you need?
So about an ounce. Really, if you're going to do tangerines instead of oranges, which I chose to, I think they're sweeter. Only 1 tangerine to half a lime. And then you're going to add 2 ounces of vodka to a shaker. And I'm gonna do, if I have room, I'm gonna shake it with ice. You could do a dry shake and pour it over ice also.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to literally follow along with the recipe as I go along here. I have no idea really what I'm making.
I wanted to do a wellness check on the room right now.
Yeah, what do we got?
Are you guys drunk?
Yeah,
Yeah, which I totally understand. So, I mean, technically, I'm about a beer and a quarter in and a shot of vodka. So that OJ really put me over the top.
I'm like on the verge where I think if I have another drink, I'm gonna want to go to the casino. But right now, I want to like snuggle up in a blanket and watch Ted Lasso.
Are we headed to the casino?
I'd be there's something going on at Hamul this weekend. Darren's been talking about it.
Well, not this weekend. We need to get right now. Like, what's going on at 9:05?
It doesn't sound like a terrible idea. How I know I'm a little drunk.
Yeah.
Today was payday.
Today's payday on a Bar Cart Friday. That always works out well. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, by the way. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. If you're looking to get yourself set up for the weekend, look no further than any of those 10 locations around San Diego, Keg and Bottle locations. In fact, if you're a Santa location, are we allowed to talk about this? I know Tony's been working on another bistro there, K&B Bistro. It's getting close.
Yeah.
And they got a wine bar down La Jolla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I want to go there.
The wine bar, I walked in, or I parked in that parking lot, and I just poked my head in there. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of on my way to my kid's school. So
There it is. Getting the shakes.
It's a good thing Rich isn't taking forever with these drinks.
Look at how much he squeezed. 14 tangerines.
It's also been 14 minutes.
sorry,
Dude, what easy, buddy.
it's like a tangerine a minute.
Yeah.
Or a fruit at least.
Okay,
Now,
so
TD brought something up in a commercial break earlier today.
I
that
did?
I cannot believe we have not done yet.
oh, I did.
There's been a serious lacking of Jaeger bombs on this show.
Yeah, I did bring that up. I forgot I did that.
Did you say that?
Jaeger bombs. New
I-
challenge
I-
next Wednesday. Segment
No,
about
I
Jaeger
don't
bombs.
want a challenge. Stop with the challenge. I don't mind a Jaeger.
I love a Jaeger bomb, dude.
Yeah, and
Terrible hangovers, but
Remind me
awesome.
of what that
drinks.
is. Is that just Jaeger and Red Bull?
So you get a shot of Jaeger.
Yeah.
You get a glass of Red Bull.
or Monster.
Yeah, any energy drink would work. But then you drop the shot into the energy drink and you chug it.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're great.
Yeah, actually, I do remember liking those a lot.
it's like you're tired and awake.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
you're garnishing right now.
Yeah.
So the drinks are now poured. You are garnishing now. You haven't topped it off here with the what was
With
your
the ginger.
ginger beer.
So that's the last step. So we got 2 ounces of vodka, 1 tangerine juice, half a lime juice into the military mule. Now, as per every mule, I bought Fever Tree, but you could use any ginger beer.
Okay,
Just
Fever
make sure
Tree.
it's like real ginger
You
beer.
picked that up at Keg and Bottle.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know what my
Along-
favorite ginger beer is?
What's that?
Cock and Bull.
Yeah, that's kind of the original, right?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. You can also get
Good
that
for
at
you.
Keg and Bottle.
Not reacting to the name. Proud of you.
I listen. I've been told don't talk about anything, about especially while anyone's talking. Okay, Rich passing out the drinks. The God, I forgot the name already. American Mule. Military Mule. It's a pretty drink. Oh, we're doing halftime. Padres get a 6-4 10-inning win yesterday out in Cincinnati. That's the second series win in a row for the Pods, and the Padres now 1 game above 500. Back in San Diego today, they're going to be taking on the Yankees today at 6:40. Darren Smith and John, and no Jim, because he's going to be getting married, which looks like a wedding we need to crash. Going to be broadcasting live from the Naughty Barrel downtown from noon to 6. But come on down, watch the game with us out at the Naughty Barrel. No better place to watch the game than the Naughty Barrel downtown.
What
Pick
time does the
more,
game start?
Pick less. What
time does the game start?
6:40.
What happens at 6:40?
First pitch.
Wow.
What?
Coming in hot in these
A
headphones.
dangerous game you want to play here in the NFL. Ed Werder, longtime reporter for ESPN covering the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys, is parting ways with the network after 26 years. Yeah. So they said goodbye to Ed, which is very, very sad. He's been there a long, long time. In fact, I don't remember football. I have 26 years. I know I was watching football before that, but I don't remember him ever not being there.
Yeah.
Seems odd.
Yeah. Ed Werder, I mean, and the Dallas Cowboys, it's almost synonymous at this point.
Yeah.
Kinda
No
crazy.
kidding. In the NBA, game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals in the books, and Boston Celtic the Pacers' ass, 128-110. That's what happened there. We got drinks in hand now. The military mule.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
We got to try them.
We got to try it.
All right,
Am I not filming myself?
No, you got to do that.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm,
All right, let's give these a shot.
Camera around. Okay. There it is.
Military
I like it.
mule down the hatch, boys.
All right.
Oh, Rich Orberger.
Okay.
What's in this?
So that
Yeah.
is the juice of 1 tangerine, a half a lime, 2 ounces of vodka, and then you top it with ginger beer. You shake all those ingredients except for the ginger beer in a shaker with ice or without. You pour it over ice, garnish with a lime, top it with that ginger beer. And like I said, the reason why this is a military mule is we're putting the kamikaze on ice just like we did in WW2. And we're reclaiming the mule from Moscow. Screw you, Russia.
Yep.
It's ours now.
I am a real
So,
American.
It's a very good drink. I'm very happy with what's going into my mouth right now. However, it tastes like a Moscow mule.
You shut your damn mouth. You shut your damn mouth.
Wait.
It is not a Moscow mule.
I'm
It
just
is
saying-
a military mule.
I believe you, but it tastes like a Moscow mule.
I hate that. I hate that. You're right.
It does taste like a Moscow mule, but it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing.
It's very, again, another sneaky great breakfast drink.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
But if you were to give me this to be at a bar, I would not be saying, "Oh, this is a twist on a Moscow mule." No, this is a Moscow mule.
Did he fresh squeeze tangerines?
We only do that in America. We don't do that in Moscow, Fletch. You son of a bee sting.
This is very refreshing, though. It's crisp. It's light.
It really is.
Uh-huh.
I just realized I have to actually make another one because
You have an audience.
yeah, I have an
Oh,
audience.
Dom's back here too. Make another 2.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh. Yeah, Dom, do you want one? You want to get down?
Yeah, he does. Actually, Dom was like, "Wait, can I get all those ingredients at Keg and Bottle?" Yes, Dom.
And you know what the answer is, Dom? Yeah, at any of their 10 locations around San Diego.
You're darn tootin'. You are darn tootin'.
You can even get these ingredients at their Santa Barbara location.
That's right.
Or if you're listening from Chicago, there as well.
Right. And a big congratulations to Tony Conja's son, Gabriel, graduating. That's where Tony's at today. It's weird because when Tony comes in, there's a lot of people who follow Tony in studio.
Oh, yeah.
And now Tony not in. Dave shows up. Dave's like, "Hey, pour me a drink, buddy." We got Dave, we got Dom. But the ladies of iHeart not here without Tony.
Now, all of a sudden, we realize, I guess you attract more flies with honey. Interesting. Tony Conja, handsome devil.
I get it because Tony's hot.
Yeah. He's an attractive
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Like
something.
if he went to Disneyland,
Go ahead.
Dilfs of Disneyland.
Yeah, there's no
Rich,
doubt
you
about
should
it.
do a get ready with me with Tony. Both of you just start in Speedos.
Wow.
There's no question in my mind, by the way, and we never asked him. We should ask Lydia. Does he wear Speedos at the beach? The answer is yes or yes.
Do you? You think so? That's 100%.
No doubt.
You
I think he
he's-
probably goes out natural, baby.
What? You
Like down
think?
at Black's Beach.
Should we text him?
You're saying Tony goes dongs out?
Hang on.
I think Tony goes dongs out.
Hang on. I'm texting Tony right now.
Yeah,
I'm
Tony.
texting him.
Just ask that.
Okay.
Do you go dongs out?
Hang on.
That's a
Hang
good
on.
question. Thank
Yeah.
you, Fletch. Thank you for phrasing it that way.
Tony.
I think it is an important question.
Do you go dongs? Oh, they said dings. Stop autocorrecting.
Yeah. I said what I said, Siri.
Okay, hang on. If somebody talk while I'm texting, I can't do both.
So listen, Darvish going to be on the mound. He's had 2 straight really good pitching performances.
3.
Is it 3 now?
Yeah, he's on a 3-start scoreless streak.
Ever since his neck got all tight and he ended up on the IL, he's been pitching really well.
And not to be that guy, but there are certain fan bases out there, mainly the one that's just up north from us,
Mhm.
who have put together a video of Darvish's last 3 starts where it does appear that Yu Darvish is frequently visiting his belt with his hand.
Okay.
I don't know if that means anything.
Whoa. Well, that could just be as simple. That could just be as simple as a guy just adjusting.
And by the
himself.
way,
just gotta-
if he is,
yeah.
I'm fine with it. Just don't get caught.
Shh, we don't want to bring any attention
Are you
to
saying, Are you saying
Yeah.
he might be using something? I don't know, little sticky.
it. Yeah,
I hope
it's the
he is.
stickiest stuff I've ever put my hands on.
Yeah, some sort of foreign
yeah.
substance.
That's a wonderful chef's knife you're using there. By
Oh,
the
dude,
way.
yeah, I've been. It's so crazy. I picked it out of the drawer for a reason. So this is the gift that TD gave me for my birthday. I use this more than anything else in my kitchen.
Yeah,
It's a crazy good knife. I forget what it's called, but
I don't know either. But it's Damascus. It's
Yabi.
Damascus.
Yeah, you could tell because the steel is all like wobbly
That's
looking.
cool.
That is the first time you've said a word that I actually know what it means.
Damascus.
Yeah, it's folded steel.
There you go. How about that?
I'm also
Right.
wearing TD's birthday present right now.
God, look at
Friction
this.
hat.
Look what's happening. You know what I used to be is like folded skin. Like it's like fat. It's disgusting. Everyone here at work would be like, "Good God, TD, you are foul." And John Fink would come in and say, "Don't even talk,
You say-
fatty
You say
McFatterson."
you're so
Y-
fat.
yeah.
I refuse to listen to you.
It happened all the time. It was insane,
I
right?
mean, can you
Dave?
blame him?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't blame him. But then Wayne and Chloe stepped in and they said, look, fatty, we're going to change this for you. They set me down. It was a free consultation, which they give to everyone, by the way. If you go to sdfatloss.com, they said, look, we're going to change your life here. You're going to drop 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks time. And I said, you guys are liars. You're liars. It can't happen. And it did. Followed right along. In fact, it was easy because I didn't have to exercise, didn't have to count points, didn't have to count calories, didn't have to eat something I didn't want to eat. I ate food I actually like and food that I still eat now, because now the beauty of it is I lost 31 pounds in 8 weeks time. And now I've kept the weight off because some of these fat diets, they work. You know, you do some injection, which by the way, you don't know what injection you're putting into your body. But as soon as you stop, you gain the weight right back. And then some. They call that yo-yo dieting. Wayne and Chloe hate yo-yos.
Ugh,
Hate
dude.
them.
Yeah, that
I mean-
I try to give Wayne a Dunkin' Imperial.
Yeah. Oh my God. Great yo-yo.
Dude, I mean, a nice guy.
Yeah.
He threw it right at my face.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He
And then,
hates
yeah.
yo-yos.
He hates them. So they don't want you to do that at all. Stay away from the yo-yos, and you will with sdfatloss.com. You're going to lose a ton of weight. You're going to feel a lot better. We joke about it, but it actually does work. So if you're sitting here thinking, how do I start this diet, this New Year's resolution that I've been putting off for nearly 6 months or 5 months total, I guess is the math. You start with sdfatloss.com. They're going to show you how to do it. We got summertime right around the corner. The unofficial kickoff to summer happening Monday. You want to be in that Speedo. You want to be dongs out like Tony at the beach? Listen, sdfatloss.com is going to help you. So go there, tell them Big Rich, TD, and Fletch sent you, and you want to be dongs out at the beach at sdfatloss.com. Go there right now, sdfatloss.com. More Bar Cart Friday.
Maybe don't say exactly that.
Are you sure?
Just say you want to lose weight.
I feel like they'd appreciate it. They would appreciate it because guess what? 20 to 30 pounds, going to gain an inch.
Coming up next. This update is presented by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Padres win in extra innings yesterday in Cincinnati 6-4. They finished the road trip 5-2. Fernando Tatis Jr., the hero yesterday with his RBI double in the 10th inning to take the lead. Luis Arraez notches another 4-hit game, his second in a row. His batting average soars to 341 on the year, over 400 as a Padre. No days off for the Pods. They're back home today. They got the Yankees for a 3-game series at Petco Park. If you're looking for a spot to watch some baseball or basketball or hockey playoffs tonight, may we recommend the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith will be there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6, and they got all the screens, all the sports up at the Naughty Barrel, as well as some home-cooked barbecue tonight. It's going to be awesome. The Celtics take a 2-0 series lead yesterday with the dominant 126-110 win over the Pacers. Jaylen Brown drops 40 in the win for the Celtics. The series is going to head to Indiana for the first time this weekend, with the Pacers desperate for a win. Chilly showers no longer. Say goodbye to icy plunges and hello to heat with AndersonPHA.com. Upgrade your water heater and get a free water pressure regulator valued at $1,300. That's AndersonPHA.com.
Thank God it's Friday!
It's been a long week and the fellas are thirsty.
Scotch. Here it goes down and through my belly.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, with the best selection of bourbon, whiskey, tequila, private bottles, and more.
My problem is I drink too much, way too much. I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it.
Now, let's pour some drinks.
It is a Bar Cart Friday on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, presented by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations throughout San Diego County, also one in Santa Barbara, one in Chicago. We love a Bar Cart Friday, even if Tony Condra is not present for this one. His son, Gabriel, is graduating today. Go Saints, the rival high school of Cathedral Hathaway. Good for Tony's son, Gabriel. And as we get going here, there was a viral moment last night on Wheel of Fortune, which, if you haven't watched Wheel of Fortune recently, it's really gone off the rails because this happened last night, and it's incredible.
All right. Are we back? Did you just
This is like the Wheel of Fortune moment.
Yeah, that's a good moment, by the way. Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday. So this guy, he has the answers on the board, right? But all the letters, not all of them have been filled in yet.
Uh-huh.
And so what was left was 4 words, and the bottom word had just the B.
Yes.
And then it looked like in the was going to be in the earlier 2 words. And then
Correct.
the first word was blank, but it was 4 letters.
Yeah.
And so he decides to go with right in the butt, which the correct answer was this is the best.
Both could be true.
Dude, once a year, Wheel of Fortune gives us one of these moments.
Listen, no, I thought that was great as well. That would make me laugh, chuckle indeed. Rich ran out of here. That's the Wheel of Fortune music. Yeah.
What?
So I'm gonna have to follow along here with a recipe to run over to the Yeti. Here, Rich coming back in. He found more vodka to make more beer mosas as Aaron Ballman and Kim have made their way in. EB, how you feeling?
Great. How are you guys?
Yeah. No, I don't need the Coors. No. Take the Coors right out of there. No, that's the new Yeti.
That's the new cooler?
That's the new Yeti. Yeah, I'm showing it off today. The new Yeti, the birthday present. It's really nice.
I don't have enough orange juice for more beer mosas.
We don't have enough orange juice? Is there some in the? Yeah.
There might be.
Oh, there might be some in the fridge.
The vending machine?
There might be some in the vending machine. We don't know. Tad's gonna check. He's gonna run out and check. It's good. It's all working. I'm gonna run over here and I gotta grab stuff out of the Yeti. I'll wait for Rich to come back in. EB, you're handling accounts over $680 million now. How is that going so far?
It's great. That's a busy world. $600 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. That is correct. I'm gonna make something called a. Well, let's see. What is this called? The bald eagle. The bald eagle. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bald eagle martini in a martini glass. The ingredients are margarita ingredients, which is all American, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
In fact, hang on. Let me grab the rest of the stuff.
Get
out
over
here.
there. Get on the headset, Mike. Take your time. Also, guys, we forgot to mention we have more orange juice. That's good news. Bring that straight into.
I don't have any cups.
Oh, we need cups, Tad. Oh, he's got cups. Run.
Where are they at?
Hang on. They're around here somewhere.
Right here.
Yes. Okay, you guys are about to have beer moses. Thank you for showing up to the program.
Also, comments coming in today. Larry Joe Flores, happy Friday, gentlemen. Let the weekend commence. Rich McGuire, full Friday mode. Can't wait for the Yankees. Marcy, loving the fire in Fletch this morning. Great show. Sad I have to go into work. Have a great weekend, my boys. I miss Marcy.
Yeah, we all miss Marcy. She's awesome. All right, so check this out. We teased this for literally an hour. It's the tale of two quarterbacks. So Caleb Williams, first overall.
He sucks.
Well, does he?
Ouch.
That's what the coaches are saying.
Well, so he's had a rough OTA. So offseason training activities for Chicago. He's out there. And it's tough. It's tough being a rookie. I remember my rookie season. I was like, there's no chance. There's absolutely no chance that I'm going to survive this. I was getting my head kicked in by guys like Vince Wilfork, Vinny.
He a big boy.
Oh, he's a big boy. So
Could he throw you?
On the roster, he's listed at 365. Vince was never under 400 pounds.
Is Vince still with us?
Oh, yeah.
Should we get him in touch with Wayne and Chloe?
Dude, Vinny, I wonder if he lost weight. I should get back in touch. I'll text him right now. He is one of the nicest human beings on the planet. We should get him on the show. Anyways, so I remember when I first got to New England, he was kicking my ass. Richard Seymour, who's a Hall of Famer now.
Also big boy.
Oh my gosh, he was kicking my ass.
It's so funny hearing from you and Nick. Your two most feared players are identical.
Yeah.
It's Vince Wilfork and Richard Seymour.
Oh, his too?
And then Clay Matthews also is in there. And Nick's famous line about Clay Matthews, Nick Hardwick, by the way, is white boys aren't supposed to move that fast.
Yeah, he was like, okay, so Clay Matthews, you know who he reminded me of? The other pass rusher that he reminded me of was Von Miller. They both had, you know what they remind me of is like jungle cats. They were like pumas out there. They would move around and you're like, human beings don't move like this. It's really alarming. Anyways, yeah, so getting back to being a rookie in the NFL, when you're a rookie, it sucks. You don't know what you're doing. Everybody there has been doing it, it feels like, for like 10 years and doing it at this top level. So Caleb Williams struggling at Bears camp doesn't surprise me at all. And in fact, I mean, everybody can relate to this. What was the first day or the first week for you on the job, EB? Like, did you know what you were doing? Did you know the people you were doing things with? I mean, it sucks.
No, yeah, you hope you know, but you walk in the door and like you get blindsided.
Oh, get right on that
in a
mic.
different way. You get blindsided. Nobody came in the office and was tackling me, but I'm sure it's a different situation, right? You walk in the door, you feel like you want to know what you're doing, you want to be confident, you want to know what you're doing. Walking in the door.
Yeah, and you don't.
And you get knocked down a peg real fast as soon as things start happening, right?
Kim, what was your first week like on the job when you first signed up here at iHeart?
When I came back here, it was like drinking from a fire hose. So because I had been in a little station, so it was nuts. It was nuts. It's still kind of like that though.
Well, but you at least you know like where the bathrooms are. Like you know what I mean? Like when you first go, that's the thing that people forget. Like it's like, well, it's football. He should be fine. It's like, no. Like, it's just like anything you've ever done. It's the first day of school all over again. Yeah. It's middle school.
First day of a job, yeah.
Yeah, like you put on your backpack and you think you look cool in your JanSport, and then you find out everybody's wearing Eastpak at the school you're going to, and you're just like, wait, what? This is an Eastpak school? Like my elementary school is all about JanSport. It's like, well,
send Tad in here.
What's that?
Tad, you gotta distribute drinks.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of blindsided,
Thank God the sales team.
Did you know that Sandra Bullock had a house in Valley Center that she recently sold?
No,
yeah, we could have been hanging out with Sandy Bullock.
She was your neighbor.
She was my neighbor, guys.
What the hell is
I
going
absolutely
on?
blew it.
Man, Travis.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember when she was who's the biker guy? Jesse James.
Oh, Jesse James, yeah.
When she was dating, was she married to Jesse?
Yeah, she married him.
And he cheated on her with Kat Von D, the makeup girl.
Wait, he cheated on her with Kat Von D? No, it was a different, it was like a porn star.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I've been there.
I know. Listen, I know my Sandy Bullock trivia, Kim.
Quick, time out. Fletch, could you elaborate?
No. I will say I'm ready to go to the casino. Whoever's ready.
Yeah, dude, this has been a morning. This has been a dude. Listen to this. He's got the tequila open.
I got the tequila open. So I'm using the Cascabel Reposado.
Oh, that's my margarita maker at home.
Well, I'm basically making a margarita because, of course, this is the Bald Eagle Martini, which in the recipe it says salt the rim of the martini glass.
Right.
What martini have you had that has a salted rim? So
America.
That's right. So the recipe calls for 2 ounces of tequila.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna do.
And you're using a reposado?
I'm using a reposado.
Nice, I like that a lot.
Using a reposado. So 2 ounces of tequila, and then it asks for an ounce of fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, which I did last night. Do I have time here? We got to make a break here. Then
You got to talk about your truck.
Well,
I got to talk about my truck
at some point. Actually,
Listen.
at this point, I could talk about your truck.
I mean, listen, GMC. You know what GMC stands for? Get me some. Except the C is like the C in the word rice. It's a sound. which you could do. You could get you some. Not a GMC. You can't get a GMC at Kagan Bottle. Not yet, Tony. Tony, I'm talking to you. But you can get one at North County GMC.
By the way,
God, most of the time I want to punch Travis in the face, and then he says something like that, and I want to hug him.
No, he's the best. Okay, so you know who else is the best? Jamie, the general manager over there at North County GMC.
You are speaking my language,
Dude,
Rich.
I love him.
Yeah,
I love the guy because it's customer service first.
That's right. But dude, I'm telling you, okay, I know we joke about this, but I'm telling you, the ease of buying a vehicle at North County Cadillac GMC is going to blow your mind. So if you're just considering a new vehicle, you're just starting the process, start at North County Cadillac GMC. They have incredible deals on the GMC Sierra 1500, which I love, by the way. The GMC Canyon, go check that out. If you're looking for an electric vehicle, go check out that Cadillac Lyric.
The Lyric.
The Lyric. I'm telling you,
we're looking at the
dude,
Lyric,
dude.
Because you know how often I go up to LA, visit the in-laws.
Right.
I got the Fox Sports Radio show. We're looking at the Cadillac Lyric. I'm serious, like as one of our potentials.
The creature comforts are outrageous. I mean, that thing is absolutely loaded. Go take one for a test drive. Or if you're like, you know what, I'm looking for a pre-owned vehicle, stop by, see Jamie. He's going to take care of you. In fact, anyone there at North County Cadillac GMC is going to take care of you. There's a reason why they were voted the best domestic auto dealer in the San Diego Union Tribune Readers Poll. Stop by, experience the difference for yourself. You're going to be blown away. North County Cadillac GMC, exceeding your expectations every time.
Coming up next.
Yeah.
The tale of two quarterbacks. So listen, in a few minutes, we're going to get to the tale of the two quarterbacks, but we have to talk about, before we talk about Caleb Williams and Bo Nix, we have to sample TD's offering here on a Bar Car Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. Tony Concha not here, celebrating Gabriel's graduation. Congrats, Gabriel.
Go Saints.
Go Saints. And in the meantime, we are enjoying the Bald Eagle, which is
nice.
Supposed to be a martini, but it has a salted rim and
It
a lot of
smells.
citrus.
It's literally nothing.
Wait,
It
you already
smells.
sampled it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait,
It looked good. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Here's the recipe.
Am I supposed to wait?
It's supposed to be 2 ounces.
We're all supposed to do it together.
Yeah.
Nobody
Kim.
told me.
She was like, well,
Kim, we do
Bob,
everything together.
Aw,
Yeah.
sweet.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
2 ounces
sorry.
of tequila.
Are you still filming yourself, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's still
Okay,
filming.
okay, good,
it's,
good.
it's seen all of this. 2 ounces of tequila, an ounce of fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, an ounce of lemon juice, an ounce of lime juice, an ounce of cranberry juice, and then I put in a little bit of simple syrup because I thought this thing's
Paloma.
gonna be sour. It's a Paloma. That's what I
It's a
said.
Paloma with
No,
cranberry.
Ca-
Oh.
Kim, it's a
Sorry, man.
bald eagle.
That sounds much more
Yeah.
masculine. I love that name.
It's a bald eagle.
It is. That's very
It's-
manly drink.
It said
It's
so online.
manly.
And if I had my phone, I could give you the history of the bald eagle, but I can't now because it's recording me.
That's right.
So this
Yeah.
is the bald eagle. I don't know. Bottoms up, guys. See how it
Damn.
tastes.
Yeah, there's a couple bald eagles over there.
Here we go.
I mean, not bad.
Oh.
What?
It's
No,
delicious.
very,
It's
very, very
delicious.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's excellent.
thank
What are we thinking,
That's
EV?
tasty.
you.
Excellent.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Good,
You're right,
buddy.
it's a
Wow.
little sour. The syrup, I think,
It-
helps a lot. 'Cause that would have been really.
There would have been
Tart.
that's a lot of tart. Yeah,
Oh.
there you go. Yeah, it does need a
Yeah.
little more tequila. I agree, Dave. That a boy. That a
Sondo,
boy.
Dave Saunders pouring a little more repo in his.
Dude, by
Ted,
the way,
do you need a hit?
Yeah.
You need a hit?
Yeah, okay, come on.
Room.
dude, the
Damn, that's
Coscabal,
Yeah, get over there.
Nice.
the
Yeah.
Coscabal Reposado is so good.
Yeah, available at Keg and Bottle, 10
Yeah.
locations around San Diego. The Coscabal,
Mm.
I remember when they came in, the pitch was, we want to be the well liquor across the United States. And I was like, how the hell are you guys going to be a well liquor? That's it's one of the best tequilas we've had in studio.
I love
It's
it.
That
really
is
good.
the tequila that's in my freezer every day. And so every time we do margaritas by the pool, which is a Saturday tradition in the Fletcher household, it is Coscabel tequila.
Saturday tradition. Also, a Monday through Friday.
619 or 913. Sorry, great show, boys. You smacked it like Akon on National Cooler
Wow.
Day.
My
Cheers
God.
to the long weekend. Well deserved Monday morning off. Catch up on afternoon KGB show. Thank you, 913.
Yeah,
619. You guys need to get breathalyzers so you can check yourselves right before you leave your show every Friday.
We should do that.
That would be.
We hang out for like hours after
Yeah.
Bar Car Friday.
Fridays are long days,
What?
which I mean, but they're great mornings.
Tell
Let
you
me
what,
tell you something.
The drive home on Fridays is usually hungover.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't tell you how
And
many.
it- Instant nap.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many like team office naps we've slept together. And when I say that, I don't mean,
Rich is the best big spoon on the planet.
well, the office is roomy.
Do we put the names in that order because of size? That's how the spoons fit.
All of a sudden, we put on our sleeping caps after a show on a Bar Car Friday.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Big Boss Noreen Ippolito walked by, peeked in the window, shook her head,
Shook her
and walked
head.
away.
What time is your guys' meeting with Noreen?
9.
Oh,
I
nice.
was like,
So you got 8
I was
minutes
like,
to sober
we have
up.
a meeting with Noreen.
Well, no.
No, the whole team has a meeting.
Well,
Oh,
bring-
should we go?
Should we bring drinks? Should
Yeah.
we
I mean,
make drinks for the whole
It would
sales
make it
staff?
better.
Well, if we leave you with any message, it's this one from the 619. Quotes, does Tony go dongs out at Black's Beach? End quote. Every day you guys make my day a little bit brighter. Love you all.
I texted him and he
Did
has
he
not
answer?
texted back.
Which means a yes. That's,
Yeah,
that's
right.
to me. Anytime I hear nothing, I just think it's tacit approval. Yeah. So Tony does go dongs out at Black's Beach.
Right.
Look, the point is, are we making fun of him? No, because if I were Tony Concha, I'd go dongs out at Black's Beach.
Yeah, right. Right.
no
exactly.
big deal.
Well,
Exactly
Rich,
right.
everyone's seen what you're working with now. So your get ready with me video.
A tale.
I did not edit that one carefully enough, and that was an oversight that I've paid for dearly.
Who knows? I thought floppy disks went extinct in the 90s. They're back.
I need
Wow.
I had-
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you call it?
yeah, could you
There-
pronounce that?
There
Your
was an
floppy
S.
disk?
Okay, just make sure there was an S in there.
That's fine.
S in there.
Listen, I got a text from.
It's getting tricky, EB. It's getting tricky.
I got a text from a dear friend who said, all that video reminded me is that I need more supportive underwear.
Right. And to go to the man's zone.
Better decisions have been made. I can't remember a single one. Fletch, who do we thank today?
We thank everybody that's been a part of this beautiful Bar Card Friday. Kim, Aaron, Sando, Tad. And thank you for getting drinks, Tad. TD, nice job on the Paloma that's not a martini.
It says martini. I mean, Google called it a bald eagle.
And how can we not? Thank you, Tony Kanja. Also, Lydia, your sweet wife. Also, Gabriel, your son, who's graduating today. Go Saints.
Congrats. And we honor all those who gave their lives, who gave their all for us to be idiots every single day. Thank you.
Well said. Well put. The Herd is next. We'll be back on Tuesday. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And that's it.